Okay, so when last we saw the Trollskull Six, you had accepted a dinner invitation to the floating wizard's tower of Isgaren, the mysterious benefactor of the town of Garenhof. Upon arrival, you encountered the chamberlain, Mr. Grey, an elderly man, neatly dressed, who escorted you to the private drawing room of a young woman named Isabel. You spoke briefly with her and learned of her life here in the manor as she performs the function of a seamstress for all the members of the household, including the wizard. You also met Franz, a young man who is occupying the role of handyman and gardener, sort of jack of all trades as far as maintenance is concerned here in this manor. You were then escorted to a lavish dining hall where you met Muriel, the mother of Millie the baker, who had recently arrived at the manor to kind of live out the last of her golden years in luxury and opulence, cooking what she feels like cooking for a very grateful audience. After dining for a while, good conversation, you were joined in this dining hall by the wizard Isgaren. Conversation ensued, and several of you found yourselves implacably drawn to the charms of this old practitioner. A couple of you started off right out of the gate somewhat hostile, but dinner resolved itself well enough, and the wizard left you to return to his enchanted tower through a doorway in the central hall that mysteriously appeared and was filled with a opaque, silvery mist. Mr. Grey escorted you and the other house guests back to Isabel's drawing room, where Muriel shortly joined you with confectionaries and small tea service, coffee and tea, and little after-dinner aperitifs. You fell to arguing about whether or not you would stay the night, and in her frustration at how you are treating your benevolent and kind host, Kitri stormed towards the door to leave the room when Kala and Brina grabbed her.
Does it sound pretty mean? It was more of a gentle touch.
So this is the time where you can clarify that. Are you grappling Kitri?
Oh no, I'm definitely trying to grapple her. That was.
Okay. Just
roll for
making sure we're
gentle
all on the
grapple.
same page.
It's a gentle grapple. It's totally different.
Consensual grapple.
It's a sensual.
This is where we pick up.
This is not consensual.
Sensual grapple. My bad. Completely different. Completely different. What's going on?
So yes, you two grappled Kitri. You reached out and kind of grabbed her to stop her from moving as she was trying to leave this room to go up to the appointed quarters on the upper floor that have been made ready for you all. Mr. Grey stands on the opposite side of the doorway and has raised his voice in your directions to say, "You shall behave yourselves in this house." And Kitri, you find yourself brought to a standstill by two strong hands that grip you, one on either side.
Okay.
Well, see, Galatar, you gotta remember, you and Birdie are covered in the magical aura that we saw before. Birdie, if you
I feel like I know.
Yeah,
right,
I don't think
right, and if you
Isgaren would do
cast
that
it
to
off
us.
greater, a spell on yourself, you will know for sure.
But why would you think that you weren't okay when you're feeling the joy of Isgaren's friendship?
Because I can see that you're not okay.
That's just a weird thing to say.
Detect the magic yourself, Galatar, if you don't believe me.
Can I just try to wrest myself from the grip of Brina, I guess?
No.
Make an athletics or an acrobatics check. and both Kala and Brina are both grappling you, so they would both need to make athletics checks.
Respectfully, good luck.
Yeah,
Good
you try
luck.
to wriggle out of it, but their grip on you is like
Nuts.
iron.
E3, no one leaves until we talk this out.
Yeah, we gotta stay together.
Then can I,
Or Keecher can cast it on herself.
All
Just
right, all right.
Any
I
sort of
Everybody
then,
calm
greater
down. Calm
healing.
down. Let's all take a breath here.
No,
Can I turn into
let's
a
not
cat?
snot.
You wouldn't.
I mean, you can.
would I be allowed? Is there like,
Yeah, it's a weird thing that's not really in the
Why are you
rules. It's
leaving?
like technically wild shaping doesn't end the grappled condition, but with both of their hands on you, it's a certain distance apart, so you'd either kind of pull their hands closer together and they'd each be holding a cat in the air, which I kind of think is how it would happen. Either that or they might tear you apart if they're gripping you really tightly. I don't think we'll do it that way. So yeah, if you want to
Dealer's choice.
Definitely don't want
if you want
that.
to wild shape into a cat, you absolutely can do that.
but it
I don't
won't
think
like,
it'll- I
it
don't
won't
think it'll
break the
end
grip.
the grapple. Yeah. 'Cause
Well,
it's not
yeah,
like you
this is her.
disappear
This
and
is my
reappear.
instinct. Yeah, no, but yeah,
All right.
I'm just gonna turn into a cat. If they're still holding me, that's fine.
Yeah, so
Birdie,
Keaton's
just
form begins
cast
to
it.
crack
Trust
and
me.
Shrink, and you watch as
Would I
Paula
lie
and
to
Brina, like
you?
your hands shrink in size, like in their grip radius.
Little
as
kitty
the arms that you're
paws.
holding get much smaller, and you find yourselves almost too strong for these delicate little bones.
You have to hold her by the butt.
And so Keacher's just sort of hanging there, free in the air, and Mr. Gray kind of like takes a half a step forward and says, "Put her down." And Brina and Kala, you see that his sort of steel blue-gray eyes are now yellow. As he just takes a step forward, and you see like the veins kind of bulge in his neck, and he flushes kind of red, and his hands are kind of gripped in fists at his sides.
Okay.
From the south side of the room, you hear Muriel, just sort of oh, and she drops the tray of like silver tea glasses and stuff.
Oh, damn it.
Hot chocolate.
And she starts backing up to the wall. And it's odd when you came back into this room. There's just a flat wall on the southern side, but you were taken through it when you first arrived here.
Okay.
Through what appears to be a concealed door, and she just sort of like pushes the door open a little bit behind her.
Tensions are rising. Birdie's gonna grab the loot from his back, strike a chord, and cast Calm Emotions.
Okay.
If he's,
Okay.
I counterspell.
Why would you counterspell that?
I don't know what you're
Well, he doesn't
fucking
know what you're
casting.
casting.
And you just started casting a spell that was not the spell I asked you
No,
to cast.
Birdie's like, hold on. This fucking balls, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Look,
Counterspell.
it's fine. The cat isn't hurt or anything.
Jimmy.
This is pure chaos, and I
What
love
you
it.
doing? Have you
No,
cast it before?
Yeah, I mean he has, but like, I would say like
If can I roll to see if I recognize the spell he's casting?
I will say
Reaction.
you hear a
Yes.
it is he plays a calming melody on this lute as I think as what would happen with Calm Emotions.
Yes.
It's like a lullaby.
I mean, if it's a spell he's cast before, then at least I'm familiar with it.
There is a thing in Xanathar's for this.
Yes.
Trying to see if I have any item.
Birdie starts the intro to Ozzy Osbourne's Crazy Train.
Cast.
Oh,
Identifying a spell. Arcana check with your reaction, 15 plus the spell's level. So that's 17?
This is a second level spell, yeah.
Dang, that's a tough DC check.
Okay.
Okay. So he pulls off
I
his
don't
lute
really know what it does.
and he
but I
starts
guess I'll let
playing
it
this
happen.
kind of like calming melodic, series of strings, and this kind of pulses out from him. So you attempt to suppress strong emotions in a group of people.
Okay.
Each humanoid in a 20-foot radius sphere centered on a point of your choosing, which,
Yeah, it's the whole room.
is the whole room, must
They
make
have
a
to make-
charisma saving throw. A creature can choose to fail the saving throw if it wishes. If
I
a
see
creature, yeah, I know, I fucking know. And Birdie will also, as part of this, like choose to fail. He's like, we're all gonna calm down. If a creature fails its saving throw, choose one of the following effects. You can suppress any effect causing a target to be charmed or frightened. When this spell ends, any suppressed effect resumes, provided that its duration has not expired in the meantime. So we're all going to get a moment of clarity here, perhaps, in a sec. Or alternatively, you can make a target indifferent about creatures of your choice that it is hostile towards. This indifference ends if the target is attacked or harmed by a spell or witnesses its friends being harmed.
But I think you can choose one or the other.
I can choose one or the other.
You're
If a
casting it now.
creature fails its save, choose one of the two effects. So everybody make the save, and I will choose the effect for you.
I will say you
I have
are
a
casting
question.
this as an attempt to diffuse tensions.
Yes, correct. But on myself, given that I feel my tension does not need diffused, just to get the
Confirm.
effect. I'll like make sure there's some questions as to whether we're in our right heads to
It's
make sure
achieving
I'm clear.
Alexa's goal.
I'm gonna use the charm thing on myself.
Yes, ma'am.
Question. I have advantage against being charmed.
You're not being charmed here.
Okay, so I just make
Oh,
a
well, maybe
charisma
you are.
saving
Hold on.
throw.
No.
No, you're not. It doesn't say you're charmed. DC 18 charisma save. Oh, I love you. I love you all, you bad charisma people.
Oh, come on. Oh, and this is a magic spell.
Oh, dang.
And I need the butler man to make
They
one as
all
well.
failed.
Okay, so for everybody other than Birdie, you all get this like just very mellow. You're kind of like indifferent to the people. The anger leaves you. You're not becoming hostile towards anyone. As Birdie concentrates on this for a minute, as well as the butler man, his tension kind of dies down. Birdie is going to suppress this charmed or frightened effect on himself, if there is any.
Okay.
I'm staring
Sure,
intently
suppress.
as fuck
Do I realize
The-
what has happened here?
Rainbow veil is lifted from your eyes. There's a moment of clarity where you realize that you have been charmed. And you feel that nagging pressure in the back of your mind.
Right, like it's fuck.
Oh,
Damn
Birdie.
it!
I really, really love you right now, Birdie. Holy shit.
All right, guys, I know this is gonna sound crazy, but
Oh,
I'm glad you're all mellow. Thank God.
oh, I'm really
Take
glad
it
they are too. I
From
wish
an
I had
expert
Daniel.
here. Take it from an expert here. I know I am currently charmed, and Birdie's gonna take out. What do we got here? I know I have this spell. I know I have this spell. I know I have this
I
spell.
think I can.
He's gonna reach into his pouch, and I know I have this stuff. I know I have this stuff. He's gonna take a handful of diamond dust, and just he like swallows it, and he's gonna cast greater restoration on himself.
Thank God it is consumed.
Yeah, right.
What?
It is thusly consumed.
He's dust consumed.
Disappears before it has to make its way out.
And so I will cast greater restoration on myself, relieving myself of one effect that charms me.
Feel that tension in the back of your mind fade.
All right, Keytree. Trust me.
Kitty cat tree?
Oh, she's a kitty cat.
Put me down. Put me down.
I thought you
It's
could
okay.
talk.
Oh,
Now you're mellow, Keytree. You are
Alright, we're just
calm as a
chilling.
cucumber.
Well, can I please be put down then?
What's the
no.
I would say Colin and Brina are also mellow.
No, no. Keytree,
Not hostile though, but we're not
Keytree,
like.
could you
Colin,
cast
let me
spells?
go. Let me go.
I think Brina's got you
Things
really
are going to
petted.
be
All
very
right,
cold.
Keytree's annoying me. I'm gonna cast Greater Restoration on her as I take 100 gold pieces of diamond dust and just like rub it on her cat belly.
What are you doing? Stop it! Ah!
Riches.
What are you doing?
And you are no longer charmed.
Oh,
And you,
And you feel as though a sheet has been kind of dragged, like a silk sheet, over your eyes and off the
Keytree,
back of your head.
could you please?
well, quick, do that to Galatar.
Oh, yeah, Alexa, did you say Galatar's got the stuff on him too?
Yeah, he's been surprisingly calm. Are we even
He's
sure?
just politely picking up the like hot chocolate cups and stuff.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
there's been nothing
Could you
to, like,
use
be
your,
angry
At,
about.
at this point, you see Mr. Gray kind of turn and straighten his vest out a little bit.
Oh, that's all right, sir. Miss Muriel, if you care to follow me, I believe we've occupied enough of their time for this evening.
Oh, thank you all so
Just a
much.
second, please.
Right.
Just wait.
Hmm?
I will unwild shape.
Oh shit! Now I'm just petting.
Now you're just patting like my leafy hair.
Get pretty calm.
Birdie
And
removes
I've got,
hand
like,
from Tum.
Glitter dust all over.
A couple extra diamonds fall.
And I will. Did you cast Greater Restoration on Galatar?
I haven't, but if I was gonna say, if you could judge him, I've just popped a couple big ones for me and you.
I was thinking of casting it on one of them.
That's not a bad
Well,
idea.
we can do that too, but maybe we get Galatar first.
I mean, I think they're okay. They're just, you know.
I mean, if we
Galatar
didn't really
seems
know,
pretty okay
they
too.
certainly don't know. But yeah, I'll go ahead and cast
because
Greater
you've got those
Restoration.
beads, right?
Oh wait, let me see if it's even. Well, I can cast it once with the beads. So yeah,
well,
cast
that's a
it
free
once.
spell, yeah.
Yeah, with the beads.
At this point, Muriel's kind of like turned her back kind of towards the wall. She's like clutching her chest and got one hand on the wall, like stretched out kind of towards Mr. Gray, who has turned towards her. And she's like, "Oh dear, you give me quite a start. I've never heard you raise your voice like that before."
Yeah, what's up with that?
Mm-hmm. That was crazy.
Apologize, I have somewhat of a temper. It's unusual for me to get so riled up. I ask your pardon.
Can I take just like a step forward and kind of like sniff near him, see if he smells funky? Does he smell like a human, or does he smell?
Yeah, you can take a step forward.
Right,
Make
like
a
one.
perception check.
Now, Ryan, that effect only lasts a minute, so I'm gonna let you make the game call on that.
The suppress emotions.
Calm emotions only lasts a minute.
26. Yeah. I mean, he's human for sure. And it smells like an old man. A little bit of
Did the
aftershave.
Other two
hair
react
powder.
when he changed? Like the other two, the girl and the guy.
He wasn't facing them.
Okay.
Can I cast Calm Emotions then on Miriam? Or not Calm Emotions, sorry,
pretty
Greater
cool.
Restoration. I told you guys my brain doesn't work.
Is Miriam charmed?
Mm-mm.
I don't think
She's
she's
not.
charmed.
Oh, the old lady's not?
No, she's just
No,
doesn't
she just
love her
hates her
family.
What a bitch.
She just wanted to go to the old folks' home.
Yeah.
Take me to the nursing home.
I love
It's
how
better
Lisa
than
wanted to
Go
here.
to the senior living facility with like all the free stuff and all the rich furniture and people waiting on her.
And I mean,
hand
there've been
foot
pretty
every
rave
day.
reviews so
Well
far.
then can I cast it on is Mr. Gray one of the people we saw?
Yeah, that was the aura.
Well, if I don't know that, I only know
I
that
don't think you know that.
So,
Did
so
Alexa
who
tell
saw the
us?
auras? It was Alexa.
Alexa.
And I knew I was
And
able to.
I think Alexa said she shared it psychically with everybody.
Yes.
Yeah, I think Alexa said that the guy
Mm.
and girl had the
You would know
auras.
that
Yeah.
Isabel and Franz
Yeah.
had the aura.
okay. Then I will cast
Isabel.
it on Isabel.
Okay, is that a touch spell?
Yes. I'll go up to her and I'll say, Isabel, can I try something? It won't hurt you.
As all of this craziness has gone on, she has like scooted down the end of the couch and is kind of like looking at you all,
Now is she
eyes
calmed?
wide. She would be, although that is coming to an end.
Yeah. I was just gonna
So
say.
when all this popped off, she scooted towards the end of the couch, and Franz kind of like put a protective arm around her and was just sort of patting her on the other shoulder, telling her comforting things, just generic, like it's all right, calm down. Once the spell went into effect, they're just sort of sitting there, observing you all.
Zooted.
They kind of muttered to each other quietly. But so yeah, Kitri, as you make your way over towards her, with the spell still on, she just sort of looks up at you, her eyes kind of half lidded and dreamy, and just says, "Of course.
Can
Would it
you-
hurt?"
Can you still do it to Galatar after that?
I already
feel like
did it to Galatar.
Oh.
I used the necklace on him. So that's a free one off. But yeah, I'll go ahead and use it on her.
I trust it won't hurt. She holds
It
her
won't
hand
hurt. It will only help you if anything has affected you.
out. Very well.
Reality might hurt.
So yeah, you
But yeah, I cast
reach
it.
out, put some diamonds in her hand, cover them with yours, and as they are consumed by the spell, they transform into a pulse of light, glowing energy that you watch as it pulses down her arm, illuminating the skin from within. And as it sort of travels through her, it reaches up behind her eyes, and there's a little glow, ever so faint. And there's a moment where she sort of like falls back against the couch and she takes her arm away from Franz quickly and kind of stands up and starts.
Easy. I know it
looking
can
around.
be disorienting coming out of a charm. I don't know
About
how.
this time, the spell ends,
Oh,
Right.
Oh no.
and she just starts screaming.
Charm person.
Oh,
Hate to do it to her.
Unbelievable.
I hate to do it to her. You know, go out of one charm into another, but damn, you cannot start hooting and hollering like this, baby girl. I'm
You
sorry.
hate to see it. You
She's
hate
gonna need to
Save
make a
on that.
wisdom save. Yeah, 18 is
Oh
the
my
DC
goodness.
she's shooting for. Yeah. Hey, easy. It's okay.
I got eyes on Gray.
It's okay. Hey, calm down. Look at me. Focus on me. Now, I've given you something to take the edge off, okay? And I know this is going to be scary for you because I don't know how long you've been charmed.
So Franz kind of starts to freak out a little bit and is just like trying to calm her down, like he doesn't understand. And as you start giving this speech, she stops screaming, but she's still very tense, and she's reached out towards you now,
Yeah,
and
I'm
it's kinda
here
like
for you.
bracing herself with you, and is looking around. You hear this low rumble from Mr. Gray,
Yeah. Fuck.
and then he steps out the door. He just kind of like looks around.
The woman or just by himself?
He just steps out by
Charm
himself.
person. Can I get him too, please?
I would say that this happens while you're
Okay,
casting and
okay.
doing it on the other.
That's
side.
fair. That's
Put
fair.
up my hood and follow him.
Oh yeah, go fuck him up, Kala. Ruin his day.
I
Ruin his
still have
shit.
that shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys watch as Mr. Gray sort of turns heel and stalks his way out the door. You can see his hands now like flexing at his sides, and he sort of stomps off back towards the dining room. And as you watch, Kala just flips her hood up, vanishes. Kala, make a stealth check for me.
We'll stay
Yeah, you're
here,
fucking
and I can
30s.
message Kala on wherever she is, and she can let us know. But we'll lock down this room.
Jesus Christ. Okay, yeah.
Oh, it's a fucking machine.
Invisible 30.
Yeah, so
Oh yeah, that should have been.
at advantage.
Hold
'cause
on. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Just in
once-
case. It's
Those are
alright.
rookie
Some crazier
numbers.
number.
See if we can bump
Aw,
this.
aw.
Ooh, what a disappointment. Only a 25.
So you guys watch her disappear, and that's it. You don't see any motion. You don't hear any clacking of claws. You see no brushing of the doors. She's just gone. And meanwhile, Isabel's eyes are wide, and she's like
Okay.
hyperventilating
Now,
a little bit, but she's starting
calm
to
down.
take deeper breaths. And Franz is just kind of like he's putting out a hand kind of on the side of her arm, but he's keeping his distance respectfully.
Now, Isabel,
Hold,
look-
hold
look
my
here.
hand.
Look here.
Hold my hand.
You know you can
Going
trust
to be
me.
okay.
Okay? I know the realization is coming to you that you have been charmed by the wizard here. I know we know you maybe don't want to be here from the way you reacted. I've given you
What are talking
something,
about?
Mr. Franz, charm person. On
Jesus fucking Christ, popping those off.
Look, this is
Okay,
not question
now you're
time.
Isgaren.
Yeah.
This is not question time. This is
I mean,
Answer
Birdie
to-
is the villain.
all right.
Burns just kind of smiles, settles in.
Listen, you've both been charmed. I have also now charmed you, but I'm going to take it off here in a minute, okay? All right? And we're going to get you out of here. There's no need to worry, okay? Isabella, look at me. You know you can trust me. We're going to get you home. And I know in a minute, actually like an hour, you're going to realize that you've been charmed again. But just know that this time, I'm doing it to help you, okay?
At this point, Muriel kind of steps forward and is like, "What have you done?
I've given
I
them.
mean, you've charmed them.
Well, they were already charmed, to be fair,
By whom?
by the wizard. Ma'am, listen.
You,
I'm a
to be fair,
professional-
you're the only
Isgaren
one who
would do
hasn't
such a thing.
been.
Of
Yes.
course I haven't. What sort of place do you think we're running here?
Listen,
We have a lot of questions, actually.
I know this is going to come off as strange, but as an expert in illusions and charmed, you're going to have to trust me. And you know, I'm also a commander in the guards that fight the bad things. The
We're-
Lion's Guard? Is
Yeah,
that what we're in?
Yeah.
I need you to make a persuasion roll for Isabel.
Oh, with advantage because she's charmed, maybe?
Yes.
Okay.
Is Grandma the big bad?
21, Isabel, my gal.
So you see Isabel kind of visibly relax. She's still breathing fast, but it's starting to come slower, and she's not quite so wide-eyed. And
You wanna
Franz
hold
is
my
now-
hand, Isabel?
Franz is now very
Here, hold my
calm, and
hand.
She's got Bernie in one hand and you in another, and Franz
Okay.
is kind of like moved up behind her now and put the hand on her back. It's just like, yes, it'll be all right. There's
Now,
nothing
Franz,
to worry
we're
about."
in a bit tricky, sticky wicket with you, because you are charmed by me and by Isgaren. I know you don't think so. Don't even try to say it's not. It's fine.
And of course, Muriel's from the other side now, just on the opposite side of Keytree. I can't believe it. I don't believe it. The wizard has been nothing but kind to us since we arrived.
Well, I'm a
An
pretty,
excellent care of us.
yeah, I mean, I'm a pretty nice guy too, but like, what are you gonna do?
We're so innocent until you came in here casting spells about all willy-nilly.
Okay, well, frankly, he did it first, and he also charmed
I
me.
think we should leave. And she's addressing
Charm person.
Isabel and Franz.
Franz, do you want
I'm
me
just
to,
not having this, guys. Like,
Another-
Muriel, sorry, like, we got shit to do. I don't have this kind of time.
You're like Blinky,
Bertie,
Men in Black thing.
Bertie, if I cast Greater Restoration on Franz, will it undo both charms or just the wizards?
It will, but honestly, I think Franz is going to be all right. Muriel's causing issues here.
Franz, do you want me to do the
Oh,
same
Ryan's
thing to you that I
gonna-
did to
No,
to
boundaries
Isabel?
being slow.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
She's actually
This
level 20.
poor old woman who's just very concerned that her retirement home is
Nah,
being
she's-
disrupted.
I know.
You see, like
Big
she's
bad.
got one arm now. She's pretty short compared to
Yeah.
Isabel and Franz, but she reaches up and like has an arm around the small of Isabel's waist, and it's got an arm under, like a hand under her Isabel's left arm, and is
Yeah.
beginning to pull her away as you cast your charm, and she sort of relaxes and smiles at you.
Now, Muriel,
Oh, I seem to have lost my head a bit.
and that's totally fine. I think tensions have grown a little high today.
I
And
think you're right.
what I think we should
What happened
happen,
to Mr. Gray?
Mr. Gray, I think,
Dear man,
had some things to attend to,
I
but
think you've upset him.
well,
Poor dear.
we're gonna go make it up to him here in a few. Why don't you all
That would be
stay
nice.
here, okay? And just kind of catch your breath, take a moment to recenter, okay? And just know if we're not back in an hour, that I really am a nice person, and I did this for your own good. You see, and like
Make a
I think
persuasion check.
I
With
think
advantage.
on the other side of this, you're gonna thank me. But even if you don't, I can erase that memory, so we're good, okay?
Why don't you guys enjoy the hot chocolate? And
19.
terribly sorry for what kind of evening this has turned into. Also sorry, Brina, Kala, Alexa.
Okay, guys,
Really
Everyone
bad.
else.
they're gonna be out
No
for about an
apologies needed,
hour.
Bertie, why don't you ask Isabel a question or a couple of questions before we leave? If we could maybe see if she had wanted to
Yeah.
run away, or like why was she charmed
Hey,
to begin
Isabel,
with?
do you want to be
I
here?
will say at this point, Kala, you
Yeah.
see Mr. Gray reaches the midpoint of the hallway, and he turns to the north wall, which is smooth. And he reaches up and he puts his hand on a particular stone, and he says a very guttural and sort of complex sounding word.
Okay.
And you watch as this mist-filled portal forms on the wall. And he like cricks his neck, and you hear like this awful popping
Yeah.
of bone, and he steps through into the mist.
Does the portal stay open or does it disappear?
It stays open for a moment.
I don't go through it.
As you watch, and then you turn back and try to listen to see what your friends are doing, turn back and you watch as the portal and disappears.
All right, I will drop my hood and go back in the room then.
You guys all watch Kala kind of lumber back through the door.
Did you kill him?
No, he went through a magic portal. I think Isgaren's gonna find out what we're doing pretty soon, and I think we're gonna have to kill both those guys.
Oh shit.
Right, I guess that's
Yeah.
the question: is do we kill them
Easy,
or do we
guys.
leave? Because
I mean,
I probably
all
should let
three of
Cole
the
and
people
R
in the
know.
room are just like,
Bertie's just like, easy,
can't.
Oh,
we're
right.
fine,
Pretty
we're
sure I
okay.
can.
Also, if Isgaren is the one who all of the elementals are beholden to, something more grim happening to him might not be
Yeah.
good for the townspeople. So maybe we need to look at more like subduing him and facing his own form of justice. I guess also if he's in control of them, he could do something.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
this is a
charms
tricky
the
one.
judge, charms
Well, how
the court.
did Isabel respond to Bertie's question about like if she wanted to leave?
Yeah, let's listen
Like,
to
did she want to be there?
was that question just now?
Yeah,
He
I
was
asked
asking it right as
it
the
was right
caller,
before we
yeah.
went to Kala, and we good
Okay,
to Kala.
sorry.
No.
I missed that. What
No,
was
you're
it?
good. Bertie will just kind of turn. All right, so you three, Muriel, not you. Isabel.
We know you want to be.
Yeah, we know. Isabel. Before you were, not the last time you were charmed, but the time before that, did you want to be, and do you want to be here? Do you want to leave?
Her face kind of clouds over for a moment, and she says, takes a deep breath and kind of shudders it out a little bit. She casts like a very sad, very meaningful gaze at Muriel. Just says, I think we should go back to town. At least for a night or two. Sort things out. I know you don't believe it, but they're saying it's true. The wizard, he imposes his will upon us in a way we cannot detect. And she turns back to look at you and kind of looks at Keytree and Galatar as well, standing nearby, and says,
He doesn't at first. I wanted to come here more than anything. It was a life I dreamed of as a child. Everything is provided. Magical, invisible servants like in a fairy tale. It's only been recently I began to ask questions about the fabrics that he brings me to work with from time to time. Some are ordered new, bolts of raw material, quite fine. But as often as not, there are outfits already made that must be tailored for either ourselves or for the wizard himself, that seem to have been worn, and he would not tell me from where they came. Began to have suspicions that perhaps he was acquiring them in ways he did not wish to share. She kind of goes quiet, and you see like a cold chill. She takes a deep breath and reaches out and like instinctively, subconsciously grabs Franz's hand. You can see like the
Yeah.
veins in her hand stick up as she grips it tight.
That was the
No.
first time he truly looked at me. And I saw the darkness in his eyes. There is a hunger there that
She just kind of trails off.
Yeah. So
I
is
wish
it?
we could just have vacations.
So Mariel, you've heard Isabella say this. Now you might be wondering, surely this kind of charming ability is not within the wizard's capability. And I'm gonna at this.
wizard, after all, I suppose it could be.
Okay, great. That's awesome. Okay, yeah. So, Isabel, maybe you could take Franz and well, y'all can't get down here, can you? We'll work that out. Maybe you all just stay in here for a bit. Isabel, I'm trusting you to put the kibosh on anything Muriel or Franz think of. Okay?
All right, I shall do my best.
All right. Now you're still.
Muriel kind of pipes out and says,
I'll have you know, whatever strangeness is going on about here hasn't been affecting me, as far as I can tell.
Well,
Now-
you and I are great friends, Muriel. Surely that can't be true. She is charmed.
no, she's talking about the wizard.
Yeah, I know. She's like, nothing affects my mind. And I'm like, well, I mean,
Anything-
maybe.
Know that.
Yeah.
Anything about the food supplies that he offers you, or where he would have gotten it? Things that would be really hard to get around
Well,
here.
Generally, he sends Mr. Grey, or even an elemental down with a regular order. He used to get quite a bit from my bakery. That's how he sort of discovered me, so to speak. Although, come to think of it, I never have seen the man eat. Mr. Grey always takes his food to him in the tower directly.
Now,
He
Muriel,
tells me it's delicious, though, and I've never had reason to doubt it until now.
let me
But
ask.
I trust my Isabel.
Yes. Would you want to stay here knowing that you live with a wizard who's done what he's done to Isabel?
I still don't know precisely what's happened, but Isabel, dear, if you want to go back to town for a little while until we sort this out, I shall go with you.
I could take you all to stay at your daughter's if you would like to go and be out of here just in case anything dangerous were to happen.
That's good to know.
She kind of thinks that over for a second and says,
I think when you lot return to the village, we shall go with you. I believe Franz will come with us if we both go.
Do you guys know anything weird about Mr. Gray? You ever seen anything strange from him?
Franz at this point, like you see, it's just he's very frustrated. He's like running his fingers through his hair, and it's getting kind of moppy and frazzled. He's like,
I don't know what to tell you. This is all very strange. You people come in here and disrupt our lives. It's. I believe you are doing it for the right purpose, but at least you believe you are.
Yeah.
It's all very, very unusual. Mr. Gray has been here the longest of us all.
Mm.
He's been a chamberlain here since I was in diapers.
Mm.
At least that's what I've been told. He's a bit
Mm.
somber, quiet. Isabel says, taciturn sometimes. Can be a bit stern. But he has been a good friend. He's brought me books when I requested.
Has Mr. Gray always looked the same? Like, has he always seemed like he's the age he is now?
they both kind of furrow their eyebrows a little bit, look at each other, and Franz just says,
No, I mean, he's always been a great deal older than I, but he has aged somewhat in the last 10 years, as far as I know.
Well, that's promising.
I mean, I have not known him terribly long.
We'll see what we can do. I'm sure there's a simple explanation of all this.
Why don't you all stay here? And here, I'll tell you what. And I'm gonna go ahead and cast that.
I was
Oh,
just
go
saying,
ahead.
I could ask. I should probably check in with Kolinar. He could be hanging out in the demi-plane.
May not be a bad idea.
Yeah.
I'm in the
Don't you
dip.
call
So I will
What?
send Kolinar a message.
Sorry, not coming later.
Everyone.
Things are better. If you're in the lifeboat, we have passengers. Otherwise, we gotta go fight a wizard. Oh, so that's maybe it.
Another wizard, not you.
so a couple of seconds go by and you hear,
Yes, I'm in the lifeboat. That sounds awful. But I'm here if you need me.
All right, I will attempt to open the demiplane to the lifeboat. I'll do it like over here. I mean, is this like a wall?
yeah,
Yeah.
there's like a wall with a little like a wardrobe almost in it, like a long credenza. But this here is a window, so there's plenty of space in front of it.
Yes, then I will do it over here. Yeah.
Okay.
Or hope to.
You cast your spell and you conjure, and you guys watch as this doorway just apparates out of nowhere, standing perfectly upright on the ground.
All right, we can send them through there, and we could at least check in with Kolinar IRL now.
Open the door, and Kolinar is standing inside your demiplane. He's got what looks like a nice green, like long frock with a high collar in the back. His hair's kind of pushed back a little bit. He's got a little Doctor Strange lock in the front.
Ooh.
He's standing there with a staff in one hand. You recognize his staff of the Magus that he's made. He's got his spell book strapped to one side and kind of bracing himself. And as you open the door, he kind of looks through it and kind of stands down. Hello.
Hey. Sorry to bother you.
Yeah, I'll let
Again.
Kala give you the debrief.
We got invited to dinner by the wizard who lives in this tower. He's kind of evil or something. He messes with people's minds.
Do you know Isgaren, Kolinar?
How many wizards are there? Like,
Rhoda steps out of the doorway and
Probably 7.
Older
around.
he is.
No, I can't say I've ever met him. I have, of course, heard of the legendary wizard Isgaren. Apparently, I
Kind
never
of an asshole.
merited an invitation.
Yeah, he's not very
Wow.
nice.
Yeah.
Just looking around, like, the magic here is everywhere. It permeates the structure.
Wasn't even sure if I was gonna be
Yeah.
able to get the door open.
He said the tower itself
I'm surprised
predates
you were.
everything else. So,
I've heard similar. I've never confirmed it, but yeah, so this is quite interesting. And who are these people? And you see Muriel kind of stands up and is like adjusting her apron and her rose. Oh, I'm Muriel the baker. It's a pleasure to make her acquaintance, sir. And she hands him her hand, and he leans forward regally,
Oh my
sweeps
God.
up her fingers. The pleasure is mine, madam.
Real.
Gives her a little kiss on the hand.
just like a real retirement home.
Everybody.
Staff in the other hand.
wins.
I am the wizard Colin, seventh son of Ulfric Townsend. It's a pleasure to meet you.
You had 7 siblings?
Six.
siblings?
6.
Well, I mean, he
Yeah.
could have had one under
Well,
him just because
yeah,
he was the
That's
7th.
true.
That's true.
Was he the youngest? Oh, Lord.
I had 6 brothers, yes.
Are they all
All right,
wizards?
you guys need to
Ah.
get in there.
One's like a plumber or something. Like,
We need them to be in the light.
I
And
think
Isabel just
so.
He'll
like,
Yeah.
probably be where they're safest.
We just can't
So
guarantee that with
he's
all the
fine,
magic
he's
here.
safe. He's not gonna do anything weird.
yeah, guys, this is our friend Colin, my friend
Yeah.
Colinar. He can be trusted. I promise you, he's a really good guy, and he's gonna take care of you.
Yeah, Muriel, if you want a good wizard to work for, we'll hook you up with this guy.
That's true.
He's a babe.
Colinar just looks very awkward at the moment.
They're making a weird joke.
Colinar, don't worry about it.
I-
I've totally got him charmed. This is gonna be easy for you, my guy.
That's really gross.
Good to know. You guys realize that Muriel is like 30 years older than Colinar.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, what
At
I'm
least-
saying
at
is,
least 20.
Why are you being ageist, Ryan?
love is love, man.
It's
Love,
not stopped
man.
the spring in her step.
Yeah.
No, but they were really charmed, and then they started yelling, and there was a lot of confusion, understandably so, because I think Isabel at least had been charmed for quite some time.
Colinar kind of stomps his staff over and gives Franz a look over and holds his hand out. Franz just kind of looks around at all of you and, right? They shake hands, and he looks at Isabel, who is just kind of like almost fainting on the couch. She's just sort of like swimming in her own thoughts. As usual, I can see you've been busy.
We just tried to have
Yeah,
a vacation.
We're a
man.
lot for
Well,
regular people.
I think the idea is put them in the lifeboat so that when we go kill this wizard or whatever we're gonna do, they don't get hurt.
Yeah, we don't need
Yeah, we have no idea how his magic will work.
we don't need 3 randos just running around in the
Yeah.
middle of things. So
And I now have the ability to access the lifeboat too, so worst comes to worst, we can still get to you if we need an emergency.
And we're gonna be fine. It's just 2 guys.
It's just a
Very
guy.
well.
I mean, I don't. Half the party was already
Need
on
me-
their
Probably
side.
some elementals too.
Yeah, also Isgaren's like hundreds of years old, so I mean that's got to count for something.
Really?
Yeah, turns out he's been alive since before the current civil war, at least.
Huh.
Also, I bet he killed whoever used to own this tower. That
There was speculation when the late wizard Garen the Wise, who worked for King Roderick, abdicated his position. New wizard took over. Some people speculated it may be the same wizard taking on a different pseudonym to make the apparent and he just kind of like waxes on a little philosophical before he kind of trails off. My apologies.
no, that was fascinating.
I apologize.
If you need, let me know, and I can take them back to my tower.
If the door's
Yeah.
still open, I don't know if you want to come along.
No, we'll wait in the lifeboat. But should you not need
Mm.
the lifeboat again, there's no reason for us to stay there.
Yes, absolutely. And we can still summon you if we need to. But yeah, I mean, I don't know how, like, us, if we were to say have to fight Isgaren, I don't know how that affects the tower or the other magic that I assume he has tapped into here. So, I mean, I guess worst case scenario, we cause a very large thing to fall out of the sky. But I guess
Yeah,
wouldn't be the
I guess
first
I
time.
don't know if you know, we are floating above the sky, the ground.
I assumed we were
I don't think it'll
in his.
fall. I don't think he's like actively holding it up.
He's not, but I mean, I don't rule out like us blowing up the magic that is holding it up. Like, you know, we sometimes
Point.
destroy
Please,
things
come with
beyond
me.
what we
And he
intend.
starts shepherding the people into the.
Yeah, maybe we should just, you go in the lifeboat. We'll see you later. We're gonna go figure this out.
They start.
Oh
Making
yeah.
their way.
Also, when they come to that guy right there, still charmed by Isgaren. So in like
Oh.
an hour, be extra careful with him.
Yeah. You got about 50 minutes on them,
And-
I'd say.
Isabella's a screamer.
Don't say it like
Yep.
Whoa, that was too sexual.
They're
Phil.
standing right
Alright.
here, guys.
as Kolinar kind of holds his arm out, gesturing. Muriel sort of walks by, gives him a little coy look, and kind of waddles her way through the door. He turns around and gives you guys a look like,
Also, like your hair is wet. Like you should put on another coat or something so you don't get a cold.
Well, this happens when you message a wizard in the bath.
Oh,
I'll be all right, but thank you for your concern. We'll be
Okay.
waiting.
Yeah.
Good.
enters in the door.
Uh-huh.
I'll see you later.
You guys
Color, you
start
going
to
to add
mutter,
her?
just like,
Do make yourselves comfortable.
Hate to see him go, but love to watch him leave, you know?
Hey,
Yeah,
Blake.
Color, are you going to add that woman to your list? She is clearly after Color now.
I-
Should like put her just below what's her face, your current primary kill target.
There's
Wibba.
quite over.
Yeah, Quippa.
Muriel
I
doesn't
don't know.
spin.
She just seemed nice.
It's always nice when you got to watch out for.
They're always nice when they're charmed. All right. Do we go?
I think we
find
just
this
start fucking
wizard?
shit up,
Yeah.
and he'll come
yeah.
to us.
start to hear the
Oh, I love
of rain outside the windows, and the distant, quiet but present rolls of thunder. You guys had previously seen some storm clouds off in the distance. It seems like the storm has kind of begun to roll in towards Garanhof.
Is this like a small table? Like how is this? How big is it in compared to me? Is it like my size? Is it as big as I am?
About that size, yeah.
Can I throw it out the window?
I mean, you can certainly try.
I sure fucking want to. I want to fuck shit up. Let's get him to come to
Make
us.
an athletics check.
Yeah, you watch me drag this over to the window, and I'm like, let's get him to come to us. And I start lifting it up.
While she's doing that, can I use
Start trying to lift it up. I
I
struggle.
I can show you where that guy
Amazing.
went.
Can I use Druidcraft
would be
to
good.
check on the weather?
As you cast your little thing, and up in your hand pops like a little storm cloud with some lightning.
And does it seem not normal, like abnormal in any way? Similar to like how the weather was before we went and fought the ice worm man.
Mm.
Like somehow this has come on in a unnatural way.
Your spell just looks like an indication of stormy weather.
Okay, well,
Where did we come in from?
From
Like
this
a ridge.
hallway to the west, in front of Brina.
Okay. And then was the like door to enter the place like up here?
To enter the building,
Yeah.
so the first time you guys entered this mansion, you were brought through the door on the south wall.
Oh. Okay. So this is like a foyer down here.
Well, it's a sitting and reading room, and having Muriel open the door reveals that the door itself is concealed. Like it is meant to look flush with the wall.
Mhm.
You were brought through it, so it doesn't seem to be deliberately secretive so much as just kind of a neat feature. But yes, you all were brought through this sitting room, and there is a door further south and west that leads back to the more proper foyer. Yeah, right there. That door leads
Okay.
to the foyer that you entered when you first arrived.
So, was this room that we're all kind of gathered in now, or where was the dining room that we?
The dining room. If you leave through the door in front of Brina,
Mhm.
and go out into the white tile hall, and proceed west, like south and west, will
Oh,
take you to
okay.
the dining room.
Because what I was going to ask is, have we seen or did we see any like thing that looked like an actual entrance to the tower? So not the, portcullis, but was there anything that looked like a normal entrance to
No.
the tower? Okay.
And actually, as you approached the floating island and got closer to the mansion, the spire that rises out of the center of this square-shaped mansion had no windows or doors that you could see.
Oh, so does it even look like it's connected to the main building itself, or does there kind of like a gap of space?
It was kind of hard to tell from the
Okay.
angle you guys came in. You could see that the mansion itself is kind of like a Roman bath where you have a square courtyard, but the tower seemed to take up most of that space. You never really came in at an angle to see precisely whether or not it connected, but you know that
Gotcha.
it's kind of standing in the center of the mass.
Thank you.
Welcome.
While Alexa is disrespecting her surroundings, I walk over to Birdie and pull out a little potion of healing, hand it to him.
I'd like to make an unarmed strike against Brina as I try to smack her against the face.
What do you
That as you guys are doing this, Alexa kind of drags the stool over, gets it up on one shoulder, and does like a wrestling hurl where she tries to use like bend at the waist and use her momentum, and the stool flips up and catches just the bottom sill of this window and sort of clacks down onto the floor,
Fantastic.
dealing no damage.
I didn't see you roll
Dealing
it.
I wanted
Being
it to,
only
like,
my pride.
I wanted it to send Alexa with it. Like she just went.
The leg caught me on the backswing.
Oh, great. That does not hit.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
you go to swipe and Brina's just like,
Okay, well, that would have been for hitting me.
Listen, that was really rude to me. I do
You
apologize.
see, like, half his face is, like, already starting to swell. And
real,
frankly,
like lump.
How you managed to charm those three is beyond me.
they were really easy, frankly.
Your face is really looking rough right now. So, and she hands him a potion of healing. Just-
All right, I'll take I'll take that potion of healing. I'll go ahead and consume it. Can you roll the dice for me if it's in your inventory? I don't know.
Evan, exactly what you fucking need. You bend it.
He takes it and he like kind of rubs it on his hands and like starts applying.
To the swollen area.
Sorry.
And on. Apply
All
directly
right,
to
no,
the head.
actually, thank you though. That's no, it was well done. Because you were right, and I don't say that often, but
Wait, what was it that you said? Because something was up. It is hard to charm the charmer.
it is honestly. I should get something for that. I didn't like it.
It was alarming when you said you wanted to stay here because while cool, this is really not your brand.
Yeah, it's a bit tacky, a bit gaudy for me. I think.
A bit much. It's a wizard thing. We get it.
Yeah.
Glad you're back, Bertie.
Yeah, me too. I
Don't do that again. She punches him in the face.
jaw just dislocates.
Christmas.
Yeah, that's gonna be tricky in terms of how we prevent getting charmed again.
Right,
What
if
are
we're gonna
you
go
trying to
look
do
for
the
it.
window?
I just don't worry about it anymore. I'm gonna
Okay.
stop sitting on it upside down.
Trying to open it or
I'm just, if we break stuff, he's gonna come want to fix it.
I
think
don't know
so?
that he will.
he?
It's not the magic tower, which I think is the only thing he would
Yeah.
really care about.
Your heart's in the right place, though, Alexa.
Fair.
I think
Yeah.
Fair.
we stole
Like he could
this-
just probably make a fortress in like 2 minutes, you know?
I mean, you can, so yeah, I get it.
Yeah,
think
I
we
assume
have
he's
to
a
go to
better
him.
wizard than me.
I mean, obviously, I make interdimensional planes now, so.
Yeah. Also, so real quick on the charm thing, if there was like one person we want to guarantee would not be charmed, it would mean I wouldn't be able to access the lifeboat, but I could make one person immune to charm for 24 hours.
Well,
like
it
if one
should
of
be
the
somebody
healers-
who can uncharm
Yeah.
Right.
somebody. So either
think
either
we're-
me or Kitri.
We're probably good so long as we don't all get charmed at the same time.
Is that a bet you're willing to take, though?
I guess that's the fear.
I think I'm not gonna get charmed.
Well,
I didn't.
I
You
don't
say
know
that
if we'll
now,
have to
but-
worry about him trying to charm us again because, I think he'll just try to go a different strategy. Like, he tried to do that once, and now that we know, the jig is up, he's probably gonna try to just tell his elementals to attack us.
Birdie still tries the same angles.
if I were him, I would come down and charm us all.
You tried
I
to-
mean, also, he does know we're pretty susceptible now.
Yeah, he knows at least he can get half of us in one go.
Yeah, you
I will
guys.
say though, I was supposed to have advantage when that happened, and I did not roll with advantage. But at this point, it was too late.
Yeah.
I didn't think to ask Ryan when he asked me to roll the save, like, oh, is this being charmed? So, for the record,
So
it would be a little harder to charm me the next time.
yeah, I mean Galatar, if you wanna hit me with the juice, I'll take it. Otherwise,
It's up
You
to
know.
you guys. Like, it's one of the
I-
most powerful spells I can cast, so it would be limiting that way and limiting like our access to the lifeboat. But
You have to see somebody to do that to them.
do I have to see them
Probably.
to cast the spell?
No, to charm somebody.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So then,
normally.
I think I'm good.
Well, this
yeah,
is
you
true.
probably do have to see him.
For like
But to be
2
fair,
hours.
I can also see you when you're invisible, so.
Hmm.
Galatar, I guess
I
everybody.
mean, I
do
like your
think-
idea.
I do think it would be good to have one person who we know can't get charmed.
Okay. Well, then I'll do that then. And then if we need to access the demi-plane, we can always do so later. Would still be able to teleport us out of here, should the need arise.
I think that would be wise.
So I will then, for Birdie, I'll put
Hold
my
out my
hand on his
wrist.
shoulder.
Oh.
Or actually, I'll like touch his forehead
get
and
it,
cast
brother.
Mind Blank.
Fucking vibe.
Um, so until let me cast it so that it shows up in D&D Beyond, or Tier Foundry, whatever it is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so he's immune to psychic damage, any effect that would sense his emotions or read his thoughts, divination, and charmed condition for 24 hours.
Sheesh.
Nice.
Giving him too much.
So
That was a little.
Yeah.
that's weird.
I feel
Yeah.
I feel at peace.
Oh no.
I wish I would have gotten charmed just so the greater restoration would have restored my fucking modified memory. Like, I would have hit you for
I
sure.
forgot about that.
I did too.
True. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah. How about that?
That
Anyways.
could've been after that.
Yeah. So should we try and go find this wizard guy?
Yeah, where was the portcullis?
It's out this way.
Well, I guess we'll follow you if you want to show us how to open it, or if you remember what he did. We'll just follow your lead.
Have we seen this door? Do we know it's in here?
I think we came in that way.
As you walk by, it's a door, and you've not seen it opened.
Ooh.
I mean, I just, is it locked? I check it.
Is it a broom closet?
Oh, that door.
It's
Is
a
it a-
closet.
Fucking bathroom!
No, it's a closet.
Man, you should have made it a bathroom, because then it
Actually,
would have been the
it's probably
streak.
supposed to be. I don't think this map has bathrooms.
No, they're wizards. They just prestidigitate it away.
That's right.
Yeah,
it's
it's a
like
cool map.
Hogwarts.
It's the Hogwarts way. Anyways, I continue on.
Yeah, so you guys step out into this hallway with the white tile floors, follow it south and to the west, and you find yourself standing in front of the entryway to the grand ballroom. And that's to the south of you, flanked by a couple of suits of armor. The door still standing open, and then on the opposite side of the hall, on the north wall, Kala stops and shows you that this is where you all saw the misty portal open when Isgaren left earlier.
It's here?
Mm-hmm.
I'll poke the same thing he did and try to say that same word.
Yeah. So you guys watch as Kala puts her hand on this brick and says something that kind of sounds to you like Austin Klifki. And flash of electricity, and there is a misty portal now kind of slowly turning on the wall.
Do any of us understand the language or recognize the language that's used when Kala does this?
Yeah, okay.
Yep,
Cool.
so he just walked in there.
Oh, so
That was easier than I expected.
So we're just gonna walk in?
And
Is
I
this-
mean,
I don't
he
know.
knows we're freaking here.
Yeah.
we've also done that for a lot of others.
Also, Mr. Gray literally saw what happened and like came in here and told him so.
We could
Birdie
just wait
kinda-
for him to come out.
Kind of
I,
wraps
I
his...
feel like he's gonna come and get us if we wait.
Yeah. All right, well, let's go.
I brought to fuck some shit up.
Wait,
Yeah.
yeah, let's take the fight to him.
Are we
Also,
gonna kill this guy for sure?
We should.
Or
I don't think we should go in with the intention to kill him.
we can try and subdue him? Question mark.
Oh,
How
reason
are we
with
gonna do
him.
that?
Maybe he's just
I
an
think
asshole
subduing
and
might
not a
have to
monster.
be the way to go.
Reason with him.
Do we have a spell or?
In
Kala,
order
do
to
you still have
reason
that
with him, we
thing that,
might
like,
have to
traps
subdue
people?
him first as well.
I mean, I still have it. It might work. It doesn't
'Cause,
last
like-
forever, though.
If we could at least bind him until we could ascertain what to do, that would be a start.
I mean, I think you could just use magic to get out of it, though.
Well, I could restrain his magic somewhat, as could Alexa. But I don't know. We would have to come up with something to incapacitate him fairly quickly. We could not do it forever.
Interesting.
We could also just knock
Is
his
this door
lights out
locked?
and then just, not kill him.
I know, as you
But
kind
I
of walk down
think-
the hallway, you see this other door. It also is a closet.
It's my sixth sense.
Got
man,
like
I
a
swear.
bunch of brooms and buckets and cleaning supplies.
I fucking throw it all in the hallway.
Just
Just pull it out and I throw it in the hallway.
Oh god.
All right, so we're going in now to figure out
Good.
whether this guy's bad.
We could just check out more of his house. Maybe we find something that tells us if he's bad. Really?
He's got a lot of cleaning
I mean,
supplies.
I feel like he is.
I mean, he's probably bad. Also, I would imagine he keeps everything in the tower where people couldn't, access it.
Yeah.
But I mean, even if they did see it, he'd just,
They say his
wipe it away.
bedrooms here. Does anyone remember?
Where he sleeps. I don't know.
Yeah, does he sleep here or in the tower?
Maybe he doesn't.
But if this is where Mr. Gray went, then
Fair point.
Can I say, Ryan? This is just random, but Birdie's gonna have his loot out, and he's gonna have like fingers at the ready. And I just want to have a readied action. If I see this wizard guy, the Isgaren, I am going to begin a counter charm.
Okay.
Okay. So he's got his loot in hand, kind of just walking around, fingers on the strings, and like,
Okay.
if I see him, I'm gonna play a counter charm so that people around me can.
Holding your action to begin to play your instrument.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, that would
So
give
should
people
we-
advantage against getting charmed.
So should we go through?
Honestly, it might be
Yeah.
the easiest course of action here, just in terms of
But is anything easy worth doing?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
You ever had like chicken nuggets?
I mean,
Right.
Yeah.
Easy.
not to self-insult, but yeah, let's
Rewarding.
go.
All right.
Okay.
Gonna
Where's
pull my hood up
Brina?
again before we go through.
Okay.
Brina, are you
You all
on the map?
step through the misty portal one by one, crowding
Uh,
tightly together.
I'm gonna
I'll
pop
go
my
after
safe.
Kala.
Okay.
But like maybe instead of being like a 5-foot distance, be like a 10-foot distance.
So Alexa pops her safe, her mage armor. You guys step through this portal, and it feels like cold, dew-covered cobwebs. Kind of clings to you a little bit, but as you break the plane, they slide off the back, and you find yourself standing in a high stone alcove. The ceiling above you is about 20 feet high, and you see before you a brightly lit circular chamber with a raised stone dais in the center, upon which stands a tall statue, an angel, beautifully carved in gray marble. Beautiful, delicate robes, wielding what looks like a morning star in one hand, and kind of gazing down towards you, the other hand sort of draped casually, but looking in your direction with like a stern expression. You can also see that there are 4 circular rooms that connect to this space, each with a high archway sealed by a heavy door of dark wood bound with iron. Directly across from you, beyond the statue, on the south wall, there is an open archway revealing a spiral stair leading upward.
Real quick, look at what is stuck in Chandler's background.
It's like
our
a plushie.
Frumpkin
Oh, it's
plush.
a-
It's our Frumpkin plushie.
Floating there right next to the wizard on the picture.
Damn.
That's really funny.
Pull you over onto the map.
It's gonna go fine.
Oh,
I love how we're just like, let's do it. Let's go.
no, my anxiety was like here. Now it's like here.
At a
Yeah,
certain point,
the
you can't really
creepy
like.
fucking angel of death greeting us is not particularly warming.
It's just the foyer.
It's just the foyer.
All right,
Just the foyer.
Kala, Brina, you all wanna go first, maybe? Okay.
I mean, we don't know if Kala's already gone.
Want to describe your actions for me?
So for that point, I will pop the invisibility so I can keep an eye on Kala.
I will remind you all we are playing with live ammunition, so watch where you step.
Moving forward slowly, trying to be silent.
I'm gonna.
Do we want to be stealthy? I don't know if I can do that today. Let me check.
With my loot, I'm gonna cast
Uh.
invisibility on myself.
Remember which swords I
Okay.
brought with me on vacation.
The vacation sword.
Yeah, no, sorry, I can't help us be stealthy. I shouldn't have brought it up.
Are we trying to stealth? Is that the goal here?
Kala just said she was trying to be quiet, so
Yeah, I mean, we don't want to go too crazy, but
Then I won't light my sword off.
not try to throw a stool at the window or anything.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I liked the plan. That was great.
Kala, you invisibly creep forward, and you can see that, on either side of the statue, there are these curved walls that sort of impose into this space. The chamber that you're in itself is vaguely cross-shaped. Each corner kind of has these rounded walls with thick wooden, like dark wood doors bound with iron. stairway across, statue in the middle.
Does the statue appear to be trapped? Is it a trap?
What does that look like? How do you inspect? Are you just like taking a look at it from 15 feet away and trying to see if there's any triggers or something?
Yeah, if any parts of it look like they move or have any kind of the magical writing that I've seen on some other things that have exploded at us.
Okay, so for that, I would
Go
say
up
it would be
just like
a
a little.
perception check. 24. This is a gorgeous statue. The craftsmanship is fantastic. It looks incredibly lifelike, but none of the parts appear to be hinged or movable. And I would say with a 24, you don't notice any tripwires or pressure plates or anything like that.
It looks like Kala's looking at the statue. I'll just whisper to the group around, keep them updated.
Thank you for the play-by-play.
So, what do you do next? Anyone? Alexa just kind of
We
watches
just-
Kala move
I'm
back and
gripped
forth a
with
little bit.
terror, Ryan. I'm not doing
Do you think
anything.
we should go up the stairs or pick a door?
Maybe we pick a door. We know he's not going to be on the lower levels, though, right?
Maybe if we've come through the door, I'm like, whoa, should we have gone through the door?
Is theft in this scenario allowed?
I mean, if they don't see you do it, is it
really
make a sound when a
crime?
tree falls?
Maybe we
I'll
should
check this door to see if it's locked or trapped.
Spoils up
Watch
here.
out, Birdie! You almost ran into her.
Make an investigation.
I'm invisible, sir.
I can hear her.
I can see you.
Oh, fucking shit.
That's why I
Say
told you.
investigation.
You almost
Yes,
ran into him
investigation.
or her.
I have blind sight within 10 feet.
Glad you all can see me.
Blind
and the rest of
sense.
you hear Birdie talking, and his voice just kind of moves away as he moves into the space. So with 25, the door is not trapped, as far as you can tell. There's no mechanical trap to it, but it is locked.
I will try to pick the lock.
Yeah, I'll be like a little signpost indicator, like 2 arms. If they start spreading out, like 1 arm tracking them.
Right. Let's see. A 26. You slide your lockpick into this lock, and as you tinker, it's almost like the tumblers, as you're moving them out of the way, when you move to the next one, they fall back into place behind you, as if by magic. And a 26 does not unlock it.
Alright, I'll move to the door to the south. Check it for traps and then try to unlock it.
Investigation check, please. Let's see. 28. It is not trapped. Chandler, I think I removed you from it, so you should be able to get back in.
Okay, I'll try reloading again. Thanks.
So
Another
yes,
26 on the lock.
Yeah, it does not seem to have any sort of mechanical trap, but again, you find yourself magically foiled. There is something very unusual about this lock. It's either very complex or it is almost animate. It's so difficult.
Seems like something's up with the locks.
Same thing there. Alright. As the rest of you kind of wait, you hear this kind of constant narration from Alexa as she's telling you as Kala moves from door to door, and the doors don't seem to be opening. As you take a look at this northwest door. It also kind of running your hands over it, your expert eye, using your tools to kind of feel out the hidden places. There also seems to be no mechanical trap here. And a 25. Unfortunately, these locks are...
Have to reload Foundry.
Yeah, reset your random seed.
This is simply
Just went to like a white screen.
Mm.
Said aw snap.
Oh,
Well
dang.
then.
Okay, 25. I will whisper to Alexa. The locks are like magical. I can't open them.
Oh, Galatar, do you have anything to suppress?
Yeah, I can. Actually, I do have it prepared to suppress them if we need to.
We can also check out the stairs.
Well, I guess
It's
we'll-
not hard for me to suppress it. It's rather low level. If
And also mug that Mr. Gray. He might have a key.
I would love
Yeah,
to-
that's a good idea.
Yeah. That sounds.
Or we
amazing.
could just try knocking.
yeah,
That seems like a bad idea.
Hello.
And all the other people trapped in here.
I will say that word again that we said to get through the portal.
Mm,
Guys
See if
hear,
it opens
this
the door.
strange sort of guttural word from Kala once again, but nothing
Nothing.
happens.
none of us recognize
Oh, wait a sec. Hold on. Hold on a sec.
What?
Okay. Yeah. No, we can do this. I'm gonna walk over to this door, and so it's just like a deadbolt lock and a door.
Kinda, yeah. There's a keyhole in the door and tumblers inside it.
Yeah. I'm gonna pull out my marvelous pigments. And I'm gonna essentially like do the hacksaw around the lock. If we're gonna paint a line of
like a
breakage.
Saw.
Yeah.
Line, okay.
And I'm gonna just
Huh.
open the door.
Okay.
Hard
Yeah.
out with man.
You guys watch as a stream of magical and sort of animated paint shoots from nowhere,
Yeah.
coalesces in the air in front of this door, and starts to draw on its own this jagged, broken section of wood all around the iron bindings. And there's this delicate shade work of where the iron band is like buckled and frayed outward. And as the image kind of solidifies, there's this faint pressure change, and you watch the door sort of, with a slight grunt of air, kind of moves a little bit while the broken out piece kind of stays in place where the bolt is holding it.
Yeah. Yeah. Perfect.
Damn.
Yeah.
Kala, I got this one open. Why don't you go first?
You don't want to go through first?
No. That's your job. Yeah, I'll get out of the way.
And you suddenly hear
Uh-oh.
just the sound of
Here?
bubbling water.
I'll push the door open
toil
and
trouble.
quietly go in.
What's in here?
What's behind the door?
Water's not a normal
Bathroom.
inside noise.
I like
It's
that.
a closet.
I
As
didn't
you
open it.
push this door open with a heavy groan and a creak. This chamber's curved walls have hundreds of recessed cubbies and shelves kind of built into them. On either side of the space stand tall, angled ladders on wheels, attached to a high rail along each wall at the upper end. In the center, a bubbling cauldron full of a viscous green liquid hovers about 2 feet off the ground above a wide, flat stone that's about 6 inches high and probably 3.5 feet across in diameter, kind of jagged around the edges, not a uniform cut. On the flat stone, you see a glowing orange rune. Beyond the cauldron, stands a table set up against the north wall, cluttered with alchemical apparatuses, vials, and what looks like a human skull with 2 enormous emeralds, one in each eye socket.
The bar.
Kyle, as you step in, you see immediately to your left and right there look like 2 small desks with plenty of flat open space, but also several little cubbies in a raised section at the back up against the wall.
When you say small, I know I can't see these, but do you mean like built for someone closer to like Alexa's size, or just
Small what?
the desks?
Oh no, just like a writing desk, not like a huge.
Okay. I was
know.
like picturing like little kitty desks, and I'm like,
Just
like
a
what
writing
the
desk.
hell?
I want to look at this table and see if I can tell what he's been doing over there. Like,
You
is he
see that
making
there's
poison or?
There's a like a little notebook sitting to one side, and there's a red velvet kind of upholstered chair tucked in nice and tight under the table. As you approach, a glimmer of green light flickers behind the enormous emeralds in the eye sockets of this skull, and the skull itself raises about a foot off the table and looks squarely at you and says, "What is it you need from me?"
It's Caesar?
It does.
Ooh.
Nothing, I guess. Be great if you'd just be quiet.
Fucking silence. A minute, please.
It floats back
Cool.
down to the table.
Oh, cool. Got like a little butler in here.
Bro, Colic granted 3 wishes, and she's like, I'm actually okay.
My wish
Did
is
we
for you,
hear it, or was
Coward.
it like
Yeah,
telepathic?
no, you guys
to
can all
call?
hear this.
Oh, okay.
Oh, interesting.
The fuck?
So can I read this little book, or do I know what kind of ingredients he has out there?
There are all manner of ingredients. It looks like a couple of vials and like these weird glass jars. You've seen similar setups in Colinar's alchemy lab. It looks like some things are not finished. You know, they're halfway done. Some things are in the process of being distilled or purified. Others appear to just be set to the side and maybe forgotten. The notebook itself is kind of written in an odd cipher. Parts of it are in common. Some of it's kind of familiar. It sort of looks like the Crichton alphabet, but it's not a form that you recognize.
Okay. Is there anything in here we're stealing?
What's in
There's
the
all kinds of
cubbies?
stuff in here.
Talking head?
Do you go into the room and look at them?
Oh, well, Mary is curious, but has anyone else gone in?
Kichi's been running around in there. Or, yeah, Kala, rather.
Can I check out? Is there anything, any like kind of potions or anything on this desk? I see like a bunch of vials and stuff.
As you approach, there doesn't seem to be any like finished potions sitting there. But as you approach, the skull rises up once again and turns to look directly at you. It says, "What is it you require of me?"
Birdie, don't say anything dirty.
Ask it to tell you what the fuck is happening.
What's
There's
in the cauldron?
restorative potion Lord Garen is tinkering with. It is effective, but in large doses becomes quite toxic.
Could I try and stick a finger in it and like taste it or reach up there? Is it too big for me to reach into?
No, it's a good sized cauldron, but it's only floating about 2 feet off the floor, so it's about like belly button high for you. Just reach over. It is
Yeah,
hot.
hearing what it tells. Yeah, hearing what it tells Birdie, I'll just try and like touch the tip and then taste it to see if I can figure out.
Touch the tip.
It's
Just put the tip in.
Easy. Yeah.
it's very hot, and it's got the consistency of like shampoo.
Ooh.
It's a
Ugh.
weird, yeah, and it's almost got like not sparkling, but like a shimmer to it. It's very very viscous, and it's got like an odd sheen in the light.
Hmm.
And you see that there are torches burning all around you, but they emit no smoke, and you don't really hear them. And you've seen works like this before. You would understand that they are enchanted torches. This whole area is brightly lit. As you touch it to your tongue, at first it is sweet and pleasant, and there's like a tingling sensation that feels very welcoming. And then it is followed up by a very bitter and acrid aftertaste. It seems like it does what it says on the tin, what the skull said. It's a pretty effective restorative potion for curing a variety of things, but in large doses it could be bad.
We take some of that.
Yeah, I think we could. It wouldn't help to have something to help out with restorative effects.
I'll fill like 2 vials with it.
Okay.
But the skull. He said Garen was working on it.
Yeah. Isgaren is Garen.
He's Garen. He is Garen.
Yeah.
Who's Garen?
Seems kind of obvious,
He's Garen.
you know,
It's
in
Garen,
retrospect.
I'm Garen.
Feel
I
like we
guess
should
all
have
of
known
his
that.
his thoughts went to magic and not naming.
Can I
That's true.
turn to the skull once more? Where is Garen at this moment? Do you know?
Lord Garen is likely at the top of the tower in his chambers.
And do you know what's in the room across from us here?
A doorway.
Shut up.
Ask it who it is.
Ask if there's consequences to talking to it.
I'm just really bad at like that kind of like small talk stuff. So, and you just hear that from the invisible voice, and then hear like.
P3, why
Yeah,
don't you
he's
go ask it who it
done.
is? I think it's a good idea.
Petrie will approach the spooky skull.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
She'll wait for it to be like do its thing.
It's still hovering about a foot in the air now, kind of taking you all in.
Before it
And as
kills
you
us.
approach, it sort of turns slowly in midair to face you.
What is
Hi.
it you require?
Hi. Who are you exactly?
There's a long pause.
I don't.
Oh no, your mic cut out.
Yep.
Who
It's
am I?
And he starts to speak faster and louder.
You
Oh,
broke him.
yeah.
I'm sorry.
You cursed the android.
Yeah, well.
Are you just I'm not gonna bring that up. Okay. Please calm down.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh, geez, this is gonna
I
be.
just gave this a computer an existential crisis.
Aw, nuts. It's in my
Oh my gosh.
blood. I'm
Well,
terrible with
you
robots.
just made it commit suicide.
Ugh,
Oh no. I thought he was
He
cool.
guess Birdie should
Starts to
ask.
speak louder and louder.
Where am I?
No, wait. You're
What's
supposed to
my
be quiet.
name?
That's what I need.
What's my name?
And I need you all to roll initiative.
Oh,
Oh no! I
The
just wanted
one
to
question you couldn't ask it.
Wow.
damn.
God, I suck at initiative.
Me too today.
That's so fucking funny.
I literally
Was that,
just
like,
tried to be
In your
nice.
notes that like if they ask this thing and you just knew we would, you monster.
Damn it.
I was gonna ask if he wanted to live in a bar.
I know you could have had a fucking
Oh,
kick
that would have been
ass
such a good.
I was
oh.
gonna try to take
until
him,
this
but
happened. At
Until
the bar.
somebody, some like you know
Just say
drunkard's
until a bar
like,
patron
what's your
on the
name?
first day was like, what's your name?
It answers questions about magic and alchemy directly and succinctly, but if asked about its identity or former life, it flies into a rage and attacks.
Oh, great.
oh, I was just trying to be friendly.
I know.
He finally got a lock
Monster.
that Kala can't undo, and something Keisha can't befriend.
This is the anti-Trollskull 6 dungeon. Okay.
Feels like it.
Jokes on you, the anti-Trollskull 6 dungeon is
Hey,
a very neat
as long
and
as you don't have a
orderly one.
fucking crab somewhere.
You don't know.
Then it'd just be a troll for Chris and I.
So, as its voice grows louder and louder, it finally just erupts into this blood-chilling howl. And
I'm Isgaren's secretary.
I need all of you to make a Constitution saving throw.
I don't want to do that.
We already did such fun. Oh, fuck me.
Oh, I'll take that.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I think it passed.
Is this a?
Wow. Okay, let me see.
+8.
Oh, that, okay. Yeah. So, Alexa, Bertie, Keytree, and Galatar, you are frightened until the end of your next turn, as this wave of fear just washes through you. Kala, the save was 15. You dropped 0 hit points. Your heart leaps suddenly in your chest, and there's just this moment of,
Fuck.
oh god, and you drop unconscious.
And
I think that's Brina too.
Yeah, I rolled a 10.
yeah.
Oh, I missed that. That was above his roll. So yes, so Brina also drops to 0 hit points.
Drops to 0. Wow.
Is this the second time I've been hit by a banshee kind of deal? Guys, I don't want to play anymore.
Yeah.
So we're all
my
frightened
banshees.
if we're
Chrissy,
not
wake
already
up.
dead.
Yeah,
Oh wait,
the
I'm
rest of
immune
you
to
are-
frighten. Why am I immune to frighten? Oh, that's from Hero's Feast, which we don't have now.
Ah.
I forgot to take it off.
It was literally like,
Yeah, you guys still have that. Be sure to unequip it.
Birdie, are you frightened? Don't you have mind blank?
I don't think that gives you
It.
frightened.
I don't believe it says
It
frighten
gives
in
you
the spell.
charmed.
Oh, I thought it did. My bad.
and I was like, we
I
haven't
can double check it.
done combat.
Read its thoughts, divination spells, and charmed condition.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah.
The spell even foils wish spells and spells or effects of similar power used to affect the target's mind or to gain information about the target.
No,
So I guess
that
that's at
is-
the
These
DM
aren't-
discretion.
These aren't mind-affecting spells. This is just the frightened condition.
Yeah, it's just horrifying.
This
Yeah.
is just
It's
flat out
visual
scary.
presence.
No magic
you're,
about
you're,
it.
You're frightened, but that's all. And it is
Yes.
Birdie's turn, and then Brina's on deck.
So they have 0 hit points.
Yes, they're unconscious.
Damn it.
you watch as they kind of like grab their chests and sink down to the floor and just like face plant.
Let's save the con save for what's his name? Isgaren too. It's only fair that we dropped a fucking 0 fucking hit point.
Gosh, all that red meat really caught up with Kala all of a sudden.
Not hard to see.
Disadvantage.
That sucks.
Can't willingly move closer. Okay.
Guess that whale steak wasn't that good, was it? Huh?
Oh,
Damn.
okay.
And Kala's still invisible.
Shit.
Yeah, her hood's
Does it-
up.
Because her hood doesn't go down,
check,
right?
check the item. Does it end if you're incapacitated?
It doesn't. I don't think it says anything about being incapacitated.
Oh, wake up.
Oh. Curse me, my God.
I would say as you fall down, you would become visible again.
Okay.
I'll look that up for a official ruling later, but we'll say you're not visible anymore.
You
Okay.
could say like the hood fell away as her body fell to the ground.
What you doing, Birdie?
Yeah, so I'm gonna
Yeah.
I'll hit I wanna spend this spell just for them to get fucked again. I will hit Brina, who's in front of me, and I see her go down with a 3rd level Cure Wounds.
It takes an action to put the hood up or down.
Yeah. I know.
So I
but
don't know.
most of those
Like,
effects
I'm not
end
using
if
an
you get
action as I'm going
incapacitated or
unconscious?
But
Okay.
yeah, well, I'm gonna say you're visible for the moment.
So you
I'll try
get-
to look that up later.
26 points of healing there, Brina.
Thank you.
And then what's that?
I'm gonna hit the doors.
I will. How many people can I see? I get 5 creatures. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll take a
Looking
little
forward to
bit
this
of
for a while.
movement.
You knew we were gonna ask its fucking name. Of course you were.
That's
I
pretty sure.
can't see Kala. Where is Kala?
What's your story? God damn.
Kala's on the map, yeah?
Yeah.
I can't see her. Oh, there's okay.
Oh yeah. No, you
Alright,
couldn't from where you were
Yeah.
standing. Yeah.
Um.
Kind of fell down in front of a desk.
Yeah. If I go there, I can't see it. This is horrible. Okay. Tell you what, I'm just gonna take some. I'm gonna take a little bit of movement just to the left here, and I'm gonna call that even. Yeah. And that'll
Okay.
be my turn. Yeah, I don't have a bonus action for this.
That brings it to Brina.
Right, well, Brina's awake now. I'm assuming I don't wake up frightened, correct?
Correct.
Okay, cool. Cool.
Yeah, no, you got worse than frightened, so you're not frightened anymore.
Great. Cool. I'm gonna use my bonus action to rage. Because I would like to emerge from the depths. Angry. I'll use half my movement to stand up, so it's 20 feet. 5 feet. Oh, golly. With 20 feet, am I able to get to him? Yeah. Because I'm running through an enemy space with
With 20 feet? No.
Cool. All right, well, you know what they say. Hit him with a javelin. I'm gonna step out of the way of the door and over Kala.
Kind of squeeze in beside this desk.
Um,
Attack roll.
Sure I am. Notoriously rusty. I brought a couple of it. Yeah, I have the quiver. 26.
26 hits. Yeah.
12.
Alright.
Yeah, guys, we haven't done combat in a minute.
Now you watch as the javelin hits the skull, but it's very small and it's mobile. So it hits it and kind of like glances off the side, but it does make contact.
Great. Well, I feel much better being alive.
All right. That brings it to Kala. Ooh, one failed death save.
Gonna be fine.
End of your turn. It is going to use a legendary action to fly up to half its flying speed. And it is going to go 15 feet up.
Yo, what the fuck?
Our worst nightmare, a creature that flies.
He shut this door for a reason. We did not have to go in here even a little bit.
It brings it to Galatar.
Well, you know what can hit something in the air is Toll the Dead, so I'm going to need it to make a wisdom saving throw or take 3d12 damage now that Brina has injured it.
Hell yeah.
And that's DC 18 for the save.
15.
18.
No, he rolled a 15.
Oh, he rolled a 15. Then that's 3d12.
Oh,
Yeah.
those damage
Ooh.
dice.
Told good.
One was an 11, and I got really excited, but the others are a 2 and a 1. So that's
Aw.
14 points of what's Toll the Dead? Necrotic. Yeah, necrotic damage.
Stretch out your hand, and as you clench it, you watch as these swirling black energies coalesce around the skull, and it breathes them into itself, and then just kind of exhales them through the open nose pores.
Now, I have a question for you about when I tasted the potion. Was I able to determine like what the effects of the potion would be? So like would I know if it cures conditions like frightened or other negative conditions?
Yes. Because of the way identifying potions works, you gather that it can cure you of diseases and poisons, and it also restores hit points. It can also be used to cure petrification or paralysis.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. And for my bonus, no, never mind. That's it. That's all I'm gonna do for my turn. Except, I guess I can move 5 feet this way because I'm not moving closer. Is that I can move 5 feet to the side, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's fine.
Then that's all I'll do for my turn.
At the end of your turn,
Come
you will
on.
use 2 more legendary actions. To use his energy drain ability. As he breathes out this plume of leftover necrotic energy, he looks down at you, Galatar, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, I'm good at those. And I'm not good. That is an 11 total. 2 plus 9.
Okay. You take 10. Well, so you don't take damage. Your maximum hit points are reduced by 10.
Bitch. Okay.
That's not too bad, at least. That hurts.
No, it could be worse.
That's not good.
And an already squishy man.
Well, actually, I have 130 hit points. So
I think I'm
Oh,
the
never mind.
squishiest in the group.
Speaking of
I'm down
which,
to 100.
that brings it to Alexa. And Kichi's on
I
deck.
will draw out the Bloodstone Wand and take a
Okay.
couple steps back.
Mhm.
1, 2. And I need him to make a pair of intelligence saving throws as I will quicken a mind sliver.
Okay.
So boom boom.
Also, if he fails the first
Oh.
mind sliver, I think he has disadvantage on the second mind sliver.
Oh,
He rolled
good
a
call.
Or, sorry, minus d4.
25 and a 29.
Well, neither
Holy
one of them
shit.
hit, which sucks a lot. I kind of figured he was going to be smart, but I had to take the chance.
Oh.
Oh, and I can teleport. Okay, but I can't move. I still can't move closer to him. Yeah, that's pointless. I'm not going to do anything with that.
Okay.
So that will end my turn.
There's a brief snap and crackle of lightning that sort of discharges from Alexa into the stone with no other effect. And that brings it to Kitri.
Yep. Kitri will crouch down and reach over to Kala, and she will hit her with a. She'll hit her with a 4th level Cure Wounds.
Nice.
Well, it could have been better, but you get 17 hit points back. And then as a bonus action, I will use 2. Where did it go? Get 2 temporary hit points, and I'm going to use 2 of my. So that's 4 and 2, so you get 6 more actual hit points and then 2 more temporary hit points. To Kala. And then I can't move towards it, but I can move backwards, right?
Yes.
Can I just go? Nope, not that way. I'm gonna step out the door. I'm just gonna go right in front of Alexa.
Okay.
And honestly,
brings
she's
it-
not even gonna stand up. She's gonna crouch down next to Kala and do her healing, and then just like scurry out on all fours, like bye. She's eye
Alright.
level with Alexa now.
Combat crawl.
Yeah. So in that case, it is gonna move 5, 10. 15. 10 feet high. I would say it would move here then. And being 10. Yeah, so technically, okay. It is 10 feet off the ground. And it is going to target Kala and Brina. And I need you guys to make Constitution saving throws.
Oh man. Oh man, come on, man. I don't want to roll. I don't want to roll.
Kala, you just barely passed. 19 is the DC on this.
Well,
So Brina,
It's fine. She's great.
yeah, Foundry is being really weird tonight.
this is a good first encounter, guys.
The door was locked.
Are we actually super weak?
No.
Made a mistake.
Take 25 necrotic damage.
guess how many hit points I have.
One.
Guessing less than 25. Oh yeah.
Just one.
Let's see. And you guys watch as the skull sort of flies through the air, and it's just sort of shrieking left and right, and it locks its eyes on Kala and Brina, and as it swoops low, it goes. It starts to suck inward, and you watch as like parts of their spectral essences are just sort of pulled from their faces towards the skull, and Kala manages to withstand the pull. Brina, some of your life essence is pulled back towards the skull, and you see the little nick from your javelin heal itself.
Oh, you dumb fucking bitch. Can we shut the door back?
Get out of the room.
It has no functional lock, but you could certainly try.
Oh.
We can paint one on. I mean,
That
like.
brings it to Birdie's turn,
All
and
right.
Brina's on deck.
Okay. I'm going to.
This sucks.
All right. I'm gonna go into the. Oh wow, it's right there. All right. I'm going 5, 10, 15. Yeah, I guess that's fine. And okay, yeah, this is good. This is good. We're gonna do this. Okay. Oh wait, can I? Give me 1 second. I'm just gonna. Gotta check my spell here. Oh, interesting. It's got legendary actions though, which this doesn't help too much. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna pull out my my Isgaren wrist rocket, and we're just gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're just gonna unload it. So that's like a 6th level magic missile.
Okay.
So that would be what? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 darts.
For 6th level, I think it's 8 darts. It's 3 for 1st level.
3 plus 5.
And then
You're right.
1
8
additional.
darts. 8
Yeah.
darts.
8. So
Yeah.
1d4 plus 1 times 8.
1d4 plus 1. Let's see here. Big money.
Nice.
Fucking go.
40?
40 damage.
Fuck yes.
Damn.
God
Yeah.
damn.
There's
And-
just pop, 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 pop. All around it is this barrage of arcane
He like hits his wrist. He's like. Yeah. As he. Oh, and I'm no longer invisible after that. And I'm no longer concentrating on my invisibility. How's it looking after that?
I mean, it took damage, but it's still.
Well, all right.
I mean, it's still
Then
a solid
I,
skull.
I will use my bonus action. I'll use a Mantle of Inspiration to give everyone but myself 14 temporary hit points, as well as the ability to move up to your speed. You can immediately use your reaction to move up to your speed without provoking attack of opportunity. So,
Question.
Mhm.
When does the frighten end?
Oh, sorry. It ended at the end of that turn, so you guys aren't frightened
Okay.
anymore. My bad.
Cool. So we can actually take advantage of this.
Yes.
yeah, but there is, and
I wasn't
I'll
sure if it was our next turn or its next turn.
Your next turn. In either case, his next turn was over now anyway, so you're
Oh.
good.
Oh, okay.
and that'll be my turn then.
All right. Brina, Kala's on deck.
Ryan, this is the kitty desk, correct?
Yeah.
During that Mantle of Inspiration, could I have climbed on top of said kitty desk?
Yeah, difficult terrain, but yeah.
Cool.
Just like use 10 feet of movement to get up there.
I don't really know where that would put me on the map. Whatever.
Yeah, we'll say there.
Sure. And I'm not going to be allowed to do this, so I don't know why I asked. But am I allowed to jump and try and hit him now that I have all this?
I'll say make the swing with disadvantage.
I'd like to take it. I'm going to reckless attack and just do a straight roll,
All right.
and we'll see if I even get the one.
22
Yes.
does hit.
There you go.
21.
A And I'm
solid
at-
hit. You
if
guys
I-
hear crack as she brings the sword down, and it like the hit moves the skull sideways, and as it sort of rights itself again, it turns its gaze to her. You see there's a nasty crack going down one side of it.
Well, I hit him once. Can I jump and do it again? I've got 40 feet of movement.
You could reach a target that's 10 feet in the air.
Oh, fuck yeah, okay.
It's technically adjacent to you in the 3 dimensions.
Great. Well, that jump off the 2-foot kitty desk was for dramatic effect. Don't worry about it.
It's all good.
Cool. I feel like I haven't played D&D in a long time. 18?
18 does not hit. It's
Aren't
too
you
nimble, it's too
reckless?
small.
I reckless attack, but I had disadvantage on the first swing.
The first one.
Oh, then why the fuck am I doing this? Okay, here.
24 will hit.
This game is dumb and I haven't played in a minute. I'm sorry. 21 points of damage.
Hell yeah.
Take his shit to church. Get his numbskull ass out of here.
One second.
Galatar, did you get your 14 temp HP?
No, I did not add it. Thank you for the reminder.
Yeah, Alexa too. I'm assuming you took it. I can't.
I did,
see
yeah.
it. Okay,
Oh,
yeah.
yes.
I
was saying, I don't know
saw
if it's showing up on-
Galatar's
I see
token
it
wasn't
now.
showing.
Yes, thank you.
I had to
Yeah,
get close to see it on
I
mine.
hadn't done that either, so thank you.
Yeah, 14 temp.
So yeah, another solid crack across the front of this skull, and you watch as one of the emerald gems in its eyes kind of wobbles sideways and falls at an odd angle.
Oh. I was gonna say we broke
Back
it.
your soul, motherfucker.
Like a chunk of the brow bone is like chipped off and given it space to wiggle loose.
Cheers.
Right.
That's all. Maybe just went your soul
Brings it
back.
to Kala.
Bonus action, take aim, and I'm gonna shoot it.
Okay.
Bring it down.
27 will hit.
Oh.
38.
38.
Tell me that thing's still standing.
The bolt cracks in just under one of the jaws and extrudes out the other side. You watch as this loosened emerald rattles loose and clatters down to the ground, and it still hovers in the air, but it's kind of jerking in odd motions, and it seems like it's having a difficult time maintaining its altitude.
That's it. That's the end of my turn.
At the end of your turn, it is going to use a legendary action, and it should have been using them before. Yeah, it is going to use 2 of its legendary actions. And 5, 10. Yeah, I need all of you to make Constitution saving throws. It's a DC 15 on this one. It's a lot lower.
Fuck me in the ass.
Fuck.
Gamers.
Nice, Keitry, just barely. So, Birdie, Alexa, and Brina, your hit point maximum is reduced by 10.
Oh,
Cool. Cool.
And that brings it to Galatar.
Okay, am I correct in understanding from what you told Paige that if I stand here, it's adjacent to me in 3-dimensional space, so I can attack it without disadvantage?
It's not in the 5-foot cube adjacent to you horizontally, but it's one
But
cube above you,
diagonally?
which is still technically
Okay,
within 5 feet of you. So yeah.
cool. I'm gonna light up my blade and throw a little green flame on there and try and strike it. That'll be a 14 plus, what is it without blades stuff? Okay. Oh, hold on. Sorry. I've still got all my stuff
All good.
equipped, I guess, from the last time we did a fight.
It's hard with the items to remember to unequip them.
Oh, no, never mind. I thought I had something still equipped, but it's just a feature of Blade Song that I needed to remember anyway. Okay, never mind. Sorry. That's a bunch of stuff you didn't need to know. So that would be a 27 to hit,
That will hit.
I believe. All right. That is. All right, so it's 6 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Sorry, 6 plus 2. So, no, 6 plus 4. God. No, wait. Oh, I forgot it's a +3 weapon. That's why my math isn't adding up. Never mind. Okay, it's 6 + 7, so 13 points of piercing damage.
Okay. How do you want to do
It's-
this?
Oh, hot damn.
Oh yeah.
Didn't even get to add my fire damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. How's it? Does it still have like 1 emerald eye left?
Hmm.
Yeah, I guess I just want to like take the blade and just try and like shove it through the emerald eye and up through the other side of the skull.
Okay. Yeah, as it's sort of like wobbling in the air with this thick arrow stuck through it, bits of shattered skull kind of dangling out the opposite side. You reach up and just grab the arrow to hold it still, plunge your blade through, and you watch as the emerald just shatters, and the skull falls limp and just goes inanimate.
That was a bit of a waste of a good emerald.
Yeah, sorry. I mean, I guess the dust, pieces could still be turned into dust. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's true, I guess. I have to give you that.
Can we is the skull like shattered or
Skull's pretty fucked up. It is still a skull, but there's like bits of it flaked off. There's an arrow through it with like, chunks missing now, and there's also a huge hole where the sword went through.
if I can, I'll pick it up. I'll put
Yeah,
it in
you
my
can.
bag.
Okay.
I'm taking him with me. Sorry, pal. I was
As you
trying
pick
to
it
be
up,
nice.
you see that there are very, very faint, spiderweb thin etchings of arcane symbols all around the skull.
And then can I take this chance to, because Kala's not great. Everyone else is fine except Kala and Rena. So
I was like, you all feel really bad.
Yeah. Kitri, if you want to take one, I can take the other.
Well, why don't they drink from the cauldron?
Yeah.
Yeah, they
could also
just
do
can't
that.
drink too much, but they can drink from.
Right.
A little
you can
bit.
Take a
Let's
couple
start there. See how.
sips.
See
I
how
have-
Yeah.
I have 10 vials too that I was going to fill up with this stuff, so we'll have some.
So I guess
For
take
later.
a few sippies.
Yeah, Brina, you wanna
Who
take a
goes
dip?
first?
Right. I mean,
There
do
we-
you want to roll that dice?
Yeah, just maybe only
Uh,
drink one
I'll
Or
try
two.
it first.
Or
or
See
two.
what
maybe
happens.
3.
There's like a little
Is
ladle
that
kind
high
of
doses?
hooked on one side.
I don't know. He said it does bad things.
Ladle some out, put it in a vial,
Right. At high
let it
doses.
cool a little bit.
I don't know how much
Take
high
it.
dosage is.
Gotta find out at science.
This,
3
any
vials is
diseases or poisons, petrification or paralysis are cured. You regain 8d4 plus 8.
Ooh.
See, I'm telling you, take another hit. I'm gonna take a hit.
Also, Ryan, is this in D&D Beyond by chance?
You said it ends a disease.
Yeah, if you had like sight rot or shakes. Or
I'm just gonna
cabin
call it
fever.
Isgaren potion.
Is there any way to tell if this would heal my missing 10 hit points?
This does not.
Okay. Fair.
8d4 plus 8.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh damn.
8d4 plus 8? Or plus 4? It's plus
8d4 plus 8.
Plus 8, yeah, the first number, not the second number. Wow. What is that, a
I
supreme?
think it's no. I
It's
think
a superior.
Superior.
Yeah.
I always
Mhm.
get those S's confused. I always do that.
The supreme potion.
Would there be enough that I could fill up all 10 vials that I have with it, Ryan?
I would
Like, is
say
there a lot of this
make an
stuff?
Arcana check.
An Arcana check.
As you get closer to the
That's a
bottom, it's
25.
worse.
Okay, 25. You have been around alchemy more than a bit. You find it kind of fascinating, and you've talked to Kolinar at length about it. The way this has been set up, it is constantly bubbling. It's like simmering, and this seems to be like an enchanted setup, so that it's constantly being maintained at this temperature in this mixture, in this position. You gather that if you put it in a vial and take it away, it's not going to last very long.
Do I have a semblance of like, is it just till it cools down? So it'd be like maybe an hour, it'll be good.
Probably less than that. More like a minute.
Oh, okay. So it's a fill up while you're here kind of thing. Gotcha.
Does Skull give any specifics regarding how much is too much?
We didn't say how
Take
much
another
is
hit,
too
Brina.
much, but we won't be able to take this with us, so drink what you can here, I guess.
Or we're coming back.
Just like a Tylenol situation where
I mean, we can. How much are you? How bad are you?
Just drink it,
You're
Brina.
still looking pretty rough, huh?
Just take 2 or 3 vials. I don't think that would
I
do
don't think
too
You look
much
more
harm.
We're
hurt
raised to
than me.
be a
Do
chicken.
you want me to try it again to see
No, I'll try
how
it
bad
again.
it is, and then
I'm not a baby. I'm not a baby. I can drink the water. I'm not afraid to drink the water. I just want to know if I'm going to hurt her. Can I have another vial, please?
I'll get the onesie out for you, Brina.
Ladle out another little bit, put it in a vial, kind of let it cool just a little bit, and you can taste that sort of bitter, acrid aftertaste from the last dose. As you sip this down, the moment it hits your tongue, it presents a little differently. There is a faint tingle, and as you swallow, it's like your tongue tries to swallow itself,
Oh, great.
and you take 27 necrotic damage.
Oh, fuck.
2 was too many. Damn it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Makala really
Instant
should have taken
regret.
that, huh?
Brina throws up blood. Brina throws up blood.
Okay.
Okay,
We're being
okay.
defeated by a
Bad
cauldron
science.
and a
It's
storm.
bad science.
How is
That's
she
an
looking
oops
now?
on my part.
Bad. All right.
Keitry's gonna use a
Guys.
Wait, take a third one. Maybe it's every other one as
No,
well.
no.
No, he's right. That's a
I'm-
pattern.
No raging. Don't
At this point.
Yeah, I'm
Let's see.
gonna use a 6th level heal on Brina, so you
Oh.
get 70 hit points.
Jesus.
Alright.
Ain't fucking around.
I'm
Well,
gonna steal this
This
journal.
isn't the This
Okay.
isn't gonna be the only freaking thing in here.
I would
Oh,
say
let's hope.
let's get everybody back up feeling good. And then maybe we go to the top of the tower to talk to Isgaren.
You mean you don't want to go
before
through another door?
we go through these other doors? Maybe we hit him on the way back.
Less of a door-to-door situation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is like when we were in the bastion or whatever and
Right,
tried to go
right.
as straight forward as possible.
Yeah, I think that's maybe the way to go here.
Yeah.
Okay, Brina, how are you looking? Kala,
With her.
how are you? You're bad still.
Brina gives Kitri a little kiss on the forehead. Thank you.
Let's see. Okay. How,
Both Kala and Kitrio, or both Kala and Brina have already had the potion.
Yeah.
Oh!
All right. Kala.
Kitrio, you had the potion?
Kala, I'm gonna hit you with a heal.
I haven't had anything happen to me.
Oh, your health bar just looked like it wasn't full.
So
I
Kala,
don't know
I
why
think Foundry's
was-
operating on weird data.
Yeah.
it had my hit points at like 90 earlier, even though I'm at full hit points, and so I just like reset it to what my hit points is in D&D Beyond. So it might be like the bar might be off scale because it looks like I'm on green, but it's like maybe there's a little more room.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna hit Kala with a 6th level heal, so she gets 70 hit points. And then I'll hit Brina with a 4th level cure wounds.
Jesus.
How tapped are you now?
I mean, I'm getting there.
Because that was what, 2 greater restorations?
Dude, right, yeah, we're burning.
Yeah.
And
Hot.
then the heal.
I burned a lot too myself. I won't. I'm not
Yeah. I mean, I'm down to
I'm not throwing
4ths, 3rds, and 2nds.
gonna- Actually, ha,
Alright,
just
let's go
because
straight there.
I have 69 spell points right now.
Ooh, that's
You're a lot
lot.
better. A lot. Brina's good.
Oh,
you
I
got the
gave myself
raise,
gift of
yeah.
alacrity. That's why I didn't have a 1st level spell slot. Damn it. I forgot. Oh.
While we're standing around for no reason at all, I pull out the orb of direction. Which way is north?
North would be, the map is correct, so north is up.
Okay. I just make this observation for no other reason than I remembered I have it in my inventory as I was scrolling around.
These are the stairs we want, right? So we're just gonna head straight for those.
Yeah, the skull guy said he's probably at the top of the boy.
Yeah, maybe we should have asked how many floors there were.
Yeah,
Is your name different on each floor?
Well,
God damn it.
you know, it's almost like somebody perfectly planned that as a trap. Very unfortunate. But
If we have to burst.
If Bertie would have handed it a
push the
business
button.
card, maybe everything would have been fine.
that is probably the problem. Yeah.
I don't know.
So you guys heading for the archway?
I think so. Is
Gonna pull
Kala
my
taking
hood
the
up
lead?
again.
All right.
Yeah, shoot,
I-
I'll go invisible. What the hell? Yeah, I'll use
Burning
my
more
loot.
spells.
I don't. It's a loot spell. That doesn't count.
Oh,
All right. So yeah,
That's a
you
loo-
guys watch
that's a
Kala
looter.
disappear, but for a moment you hear the click clack of her clawed feet on the stone floor. You guys start winding your way up. It's a pretty tight stair. You can fit single file, and it bends up and climbs very steeply. The steps themselves are relatively small.
I'll go behind Galatar just so I can keep an eye on Kala.
Good call.
And I'm
Kala.
not. I know I'm not currently positioned this way, but I am gonna stay that 10-foot distance from before, just to give her a little extra room.
Okay. So Kala, taking point, you make your way up the stairs, and as they curve around back to the east, you see just another open archway, opening into another circular tower room with a roaring fireplace. You can see the flickering light as it casts across black velvet furniture, easy chairs, a decent-sized couch along the north wall, a gleaming pearl inlaid, gold accented large harp, and a polished, ornate grand piano. Ah, yes. Ornate wooden chairs with padded seats and backrests line the walls. Fireplace burns quietly on the south wall. And yeah, beautiful harp and big piano. And in the north wall, there's just another open archway opening into what you assume is the tower proper. And yeah, that is what you see. You are standing invisible in the narrow stair, just kind of looking through the door. How would you like to proceed?
I'll step through the doorway, I guess, and then kind of move to the left, like to the side
To
of
the
it.
north? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys all kind of hear Kala's footsteps as she pads forward. Those of you following immediately behind her also see the on the east walls a big, huge black grand piano with a little bench, fancy furniture, beautiful harp, roaring flames at a fireplace. All seems quiet.
We're supposed to still be on the same map.
Just
Okay.
doing theater of the mind for the moment.
Gotcha. Just want to make sure.
Use your mind, Pam.
Use your mind.
I wouldn't touch
Yeah,
the
no wonder he didn't want anyone in here. He was keeping the like real good shit just to himself.
Move around like the edge of the room towards the other archway.
So the walls are lined with a couple of chairs and the couch, so you can't get perfectly up against the wall.
Yeah, I just don't want to go straight through the middle.
Okay. yeah, as you kind of skirt the edge of the couch, keeping an eye out, looking out the open archway north, you see a similar situation as on the first floor. Directly across from you is another rounded sort of corner tower with a similar door, wooden door, iron bound. There are flickering torches all around the walls. And just kind of looking through the door, that's kind of all you can see as far as your field of vision. Unless you were to get closer and like stick your head out. And
Yeah, I guess I'll step through if nothing in this room seems dangerous or.
with your passive perception, I'll say that as you kind of take a moment to get the bearings of the space, you do catch in the fireplace this burning bonfire kind of moving in an unnatural way, and occasionally the vague semblance of a humanoid face kind of almost takes form for a moment and then fades into nothingness again. But aside from that, nothing seems out of the ordinary. You kind of poke your head out, look around, you see that this level of the tower, similar in layout. There are 4, corner towers, each with a closed iron-bound door. In the center of this floor, where the angel statue stood previously, you see a large arcane sigil has been inscribed on the stone. The thin, shallow grooves discolored by long faded reddish-brown ink. In the center of the sigil is a short stone pillar, intricately carved, and sitting upon the pillar is a dark, crystalline orb, about the size of a bowling ball. Looks like obsidian shot through with veins of green. Yeah, I would say that's about what you can see from there.
We do not touch the orb.
Lick it.
Leave the orb.
Lick it, lick it, lick
Okay.
it.
The rest of
Cover
you,
it.
coming up in the stairwell, you just kind of hear Kala's footsteps. Probably, honestly, you don't.
Yeah, I'm like held in the doorway at the top of the steps, kind of holding her by back. And I know I can't see Kala, but I'm waiting for some sort of like signal that things are okay. And while I guess we're staying there, if Alexa's right behind me, I would ask if she could do detect magic.
Yeah.
Just take a look around.
Okay. Again, it's kind of overwhelming.
I was saying
whole
everything
tower
is.
just radiates magic. It's like opening your eyes underwater. It's kind of a blur. The flames in the fireplace have a faint aura of conjuration about them. And I would say, yeah, that's the only. Well, no, all the torches around the walls are all magical.
No, like magical doors that are hidden or traps.
Doesn't seem that way.
Well, if everything looks good to you, I guess as soon as we just want to wait here till we get the signal from Kala. I think she can, if she wants to become invisible, she can do it at will.
I can see her if she can give me a signal.
Oh, that's perfect.
Oh, signal.
Yeah, so you guys all enter this space, and it is a beautiful room. I'll go ahead and pull you over the map.
I guess.
Don't.
Not-
Birdie will say, don't touch the. Don't touch any instruments. Those can, like, they might hurt you.
You still sore about the loose incident.
Yeah, well, I mean, I knew nobody played it because, like, if you play my lute and you're not me, it will hurt you. Yeah. So, like, yeah, but could be a similar sitch here.
It's like Kala, as you kind of step out into the space, you notice that on the first floor you came in from the north when you entered from the manor. Here, that is a smooth stone wall. You can just make out, looking south around the edge of the room that you're in, there appears to be a large statue.
All right, so there are no more stairs here.
Yeah,
It
there
appears
is
to be the
no
top
open
floor.
archway with
Okay.
stairs.
Oh shit! What the fuck is that? Is that
I
light up
guess just
magical?
detect magic up.
Yeah,
Hmm?
it's in within 30 feet.
Oh, is that the orb?
Is any of that
Oh.
shit? What is
Oh,
that?
oh yes. Oh yes. Yeah, the orb
I have
is
Sauron fucking magic.
definitely
sending
magical,
over
and
here.
so is the sigil.
Pardon me, is this the orb?
Does the
Palantir. That's what
sigil
I want.
look
So, yeah.
like any kind of magic Galatar would have ever read about or encountered or studied or anything?
I would say this one, no.
Okay.
It's odd. And Alexa, you can see that this sigil radiates an aura of abjuration.
Mm.
And Galatar, like,
Ooh,
you
it's
would
protecting
recognize
us or protecting it.
some of the symbols as having their like shared roots in abjuration.
Mm-hmm.
But this one is unusual. It's not the typical word that you're used to seeing and preparing and searching for. Yeah, it's odd. It's different in a strange way.
Do I get anything specific from the orb itself?
Not specific, no.
Okay.
I could identify the orb, but it would take me a minute to
Don't you have to touch
do
it?
so. Yeah.
Yeah, that might be a bad idea.
Please don't touch the
Yeah,
orb.
that
I don't think we should touch that.
sigil looks
But
questionable.
It looks like it's abjuration magic, so I don't think it would hurt us, but that is possible it could restrain us or do something
Whatever
else.
goes in doesn't come out.
Yeah.
maybe we touch the orb later.
Well, I'm fine with not touching it. I just also be careful because we don't know if it's a trap.
We could. What
I
about a
feel like
long
it's-
stick and poke it?
Definitely a trap.
Yeah, I
mean,
mean that's like it's
it
like
almost
on-
has a sign hanging on it that says, "Hey, this is a trap."
Yeah.
Hey, look at
This-
this pretty orb.
I mean, aren't we all traps?
Wow. You're right. I fell for you already. Alright, in all seriousness, do we just want to try and like skirt around it to the other
Yeah.
side of the room?
What about this door right
Which
behind
door
you?
do we? Yeah, which door first? We got 3.
Oh, I guess there is no clear stairwell.
No, not more doors.
I guess if you want to try them, Colette, to see if they're magically protected like the other doors, and then if they are, I can unseal
Well,
them
Birdie
as
can
well.
paint them.
Or Bertie can
I
paint
can
them, yeah.
paint
I
them
think-
open.
That might be the best use of our resources.
Yeah.
Start with this door, check for traps, and then try to unlock it.
Make me an investigation check, please. Did you do? There does not seem to be any sort of mechanical apparatus to trap this door.
Okay.
Alexa, yes, with your detect magic up, all the doors
Oh.
that you can see have auras of abjuration magic.
Yeah, they're all warded.
25 again.
Yeah, as Alexa says this, you hear ching ching as 2 of the tumblers fall back into place.
Damn.
Feel like if I get it just right, it's gonna work though.
Yeah.
Just
oh, I know you can.
Yeah, it's just going to be a lot harder, but you could still do it.
I guess I'll wait here to see what they're gonna do with this door.
I mean, I can try to pop it open with the paints, but Alexa, you said it's magically warded. So I
Did
feel
you-
like
should I try the other ones just in case?
Was the
Well,
other
or
door
they-
downstairs magically warded that you...
Hmm.
did the thing for?
No.
I don't really remember.
Yeah,
but
I think
yeah,
they were
I
the
mean, I
same.
think they're all the
I think
same.
it was also magically warded, so your paint should work.
Yeah, your paint's gonna work, Birdie.
I mean, was it? Because nothing happened when we opened it.
Well,
No,
if
the
it's
lock
just like
magic.
yeah, if it's just an arcane lock spell,
Not the
not
Magic
door.
lock.
Oh,
Yeah.
Just the
right,
lock.
right. Okay.
You went around the lock.
I
You
did,
s-
that's
you
true.
totally circuited there.
Then
Logic.
that's how you know that these wizard types weren't raised on the streets because they assume goody two shoes that somebody's gonna use the lock, whereas Big Jim and I, in our crew back on the streets, it was like just kick in the door, like
I mean,
just
that may work too.
yeah. All right, I'll whip out the paints and I'll and send a like this one not so crudely cut. It's just a very nice precision around the lock.
Some as the paint forms again out of the invisible shimmering air, and it strikes into the door. It's almost like a welder's torch. There's
Yeah.
a little spark as the paint starts to make its way around the edge of this lock, making a much cleaner incision. And again, there's this faint change in pressure as the door kind of bulges a little bit, and the lock stays in place, but the door is free to move.
All right, I will step over here, and well, I don't know where to go. That won't cause any issues with the orb. I fucking hate this game. I'm sure wherever I go, Ryan's. Can we make a save for us, please?
We're all clumped up together. If that orb fires, we're fucked.
Yeah.
There's
So I
some
guess we
guy
can-
with. You seen the statue over here?
Yeah, as you round that
I
corner,
haven't seen
it
the
kinda
statue. No, what fucking
comes
Fuck
statue?
down
me,
to view.
man.
Birdie, you see this statue here is
I don't want to.
it looks like a regal mage with curly hair. In
Oh,
this
it's not that
alcove on
bad.
the southern side of the chamber, wearing robes characteristic of wizards in antiquity,
Oh.
and it's holding a
dick.
staff horizontally in its sort of outstretched hands.
Does the face look at all familiar?
It bears a passing resemblance to Isgaren.
What a
I
fucking
bet it does.
trick.
Am I able to
Is-
discern from the robes or anything? Like you say, wizards of antiquity, but is it familiar to like a specific time period?
Make a history check.
Is the statue magical?
Ooh, that's good. That's a 14 plus 10 for 24.
The statue is not magical.
Cool.
24. It is actually Crichton in design. The wizard is portrayed as would be expected from the era before the Elonian colonization of Krita in 300 AE. It doesn't seem to have an inscription or anything that bears a name,
Mhm.
but it is from the pre-Elonian
It's fucking old.
conquest.
And what
Yeah,
year is it
it's
now?
Like 1,000
For-
years ago?
1326.
1,000 years
Okay,
ago?
so this is like 1,000. God, this Garen must be. Jeez.
Okay. Yeah,
Guys,
this guy's a lot worse than maybe we thought.
Are we in over our heads?
We
Does
might
the
be.
statue look like him?
Might be.
It bears a passing resemblance.
Although I guess it could be like a lineage thing. Like maybe he is the son
could be,
of this
probably isn't.
particular wizard.
Right, I'm gonna go with.
Well, there are
60,
ways
40.
in magic to prolong your life or clone yourself or do any number of things to try and unnaturally extend your life. That's normally how people
And then
become
you get
liches.
lichy with it. Yep.
So
Maybe
perhaps
we just
he's
carved
found
this
an...
statue to look old, so he could like brag about being super old, and he's not.
Oh.
Or
I mean,
the
that would be
person
a
that he,
smart
got
move.
to sculpt
Touch
this
of gray.
really bad. Not very good.
I guess if this door is unlocked, I will try and like very carefully open it.
Yeah, you go to push on it and it gives. Just this creak of the wood and the hinges.
There's a skull we leave.
And I guess before like I fully open it, if I could like kind of stick my head through just to
It's
make sure
mostly
there isn't
empty.
anybody.
see a lot of bare stone. But as the door widens, you see that hanging on the walls of this circular chamber on the far north side are 4 large paintings. In the center of the room, there is what looks to be a stone wash basin, pretty big. It's probably like 4 feet in diameter. Standing on a stone pedestal, it's about 4 feet off the ground. The water in it slightly bluish in color,
Mhm.
but otherwise perfectly still.
Does the basin bear resemblance to the one from the Brian Flare thing, like in the Dwarven ruins?
Is there a basin there?
There was. It was the one that made us kind of crazy or whatever.
No.
Remember there was fog that made everybody crazy.
Oh, I was thinking there was a basin somewhere.
I think the
Maybe that was
basin
something else.
was the white mantle.
Oh, was that at the White Mantle place?
With the stuff that you took to prostrate yourself
Mm.
in a stunned
Oh, maybe
state.
that's where it was. Yeah.
I think that was a basin
I don't know.
situation.
In my head, there's a wash basin that we have encountered at some point in the last few years.
There was
Ah,
a fountain in the labyrinth you drank from,
I don't know.
and you went
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah,
Maybe that's
The
one.
Magic
that was
Labyrinth.
fun. That was fun.
Yeah, I do remember Alexa drinking from that.
I do all the crazy
Oh, I
things.
was thinking there was wash basin. Okay. So, are there paintings on like each
Yeah, sorry, I
wall?
didn't mark those on the map. So it's oh, what in this shit? That's not right too close to the top of the screen. It just pulls your screen with you. There are 4 paintings where the green lines are. If you can see those.
Okay. This looks like a room with some cool paintings and probably some other magic stuff we can fuck with. But if our goal is to not spend any more of our resources, maybe we should just close the door and move on.
Like from a distance, are the
Yeah.
who are the paintings that I can see the 2 at the far end, at least from where I'm at. Who are they of?
Well, they're not of people. They're of
Okay.
places.
Oh.
They seem to be locations,
Hmm.
which are kind of far away.
Okay.
They look like they're very well done, though.
Yeah.
Is there architecture in the pictures of any kind, or is it just like nature and
As
whatnot?
you step into the room and get a little close, the one closest to you there on the left,
Mhm.
you see that there is. It looks like it's a painting of a grand marble chamber, with seating all around the edges, and in the center, at like a lower pit, there's a high pulpit, and you recognize it. It's
I recognize it.
This is where you fought Minister Zaemon. This is the Grand Council of Ministers in Divinity's Reach, and it's exquisitely done. It's almost like a photograph. It's almost supernaturally perfectly painted.
Does it look like it's like a? Because I would imagine by the point Galatar has like been in there, it's not like in bad shape, but it shows like wear and tear. I would assume from
The painting.
years, like stuff's kind of cracked, or the architecture or whatever like shows wear and tear.
You mean the?
So
the
I guess what I'm
architecture in
asking
the
is, does
painting?
like, yeah, well, no, like in real life. So in the painting, is it like pristine or more pristine than it would be like nowadays? Like looking at a picture of a
Investigation
new
check.
building versus one that's been there for a while. Make a what check?
Investigation.
Okay. That is
Magic
23.
check is anything magical?
23. Everything's magic.
Mm-hmm.
The basin and the paintings. Galtar, as you look at this painting, kind of get close to it and really investigate it, it looks exactly like it looked the last time you saw it, except that there's nobody in it. And for a painting, it's a little weird, but it appears to be night. The room is kind of dark. There are some torches, and as you squint, you swear the torches are flickering.
I
Guys,
thought
these-
we weren't going in there.
Yeah, everything's in here's
Bad
magical.
things happen sometimes when you look at paintings.
I think you
Oh,
might
that's
need
true.
to grab Galatar.
That also made you go crazy once.
Oh, that's true. One painting did. But yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
going to touch it. That's what I just wanted to. But there's something weird about the painting.
What do you
Like-
see in that painting? What do I see when I look at it?
The same one?
Yeah. Yeah,
Same
the
thing.
one he was just. Okay.
Yeah,
No,
but
you
it's
kind
weird.
of come up behind him as Galtar turns to walk away. You kind of approach and look, and you see the same thing. It looks very much like the council chambers that you've been in,
Hmm.
but it is night. And also, like as you look, you swear because they're itty bitty, these torches. The painting itself is taken at like a very wide angle, but the tiny little torches almost appear to flicker and move.
Hmm. Oh, I see that now, Galatar. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll pass. We'll pass on that
Let's
weird.
maybe
We'll
get
check it
out
out
of
later.
here. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I was trying to say before.
Hopefully,
Does the-
maybe that can be our bar token. I really wanted the
Yeah.
skull, though.
Are any of the other paintings, like just from a quick cursory glance, are they locations that we would be at all familiar with? Alexa or I, just from a quick cursory glance.
The next painting, beside the one that you were looking at, is of a wide hall with a high arched roof. Stout oak beams. And at the head of this hall is a massive, high-backed chair of rich wood capped with a pair of massive antlers. It takes you a second, but I mean, it's clearly Norn.
Hmm.
And you recall you once had an audience with Newt Whitebear. This is his throne. But also, this painting does have people.
Mm-mm.
You see, the throne itself is empty, but there are people sitting around. There are benches on the side walls, and again, there are small little torches. But as you watch, all of a sudden, one of the people on the benches gets up and walks to the other side of the room.
Alexa, what kind of magic did these paintings register? Was it divination? I think they're actually like looking at the locales. I don't think they're paintings.
Oh, that is super
creepy. I mean,
Why
there's
has
one
this never
inside the
been
Norn Hall.
noticed?
It's inside the Norn Hall. Surely somebody would have noticed, or inside of Divinity's Reach, in what I think is a well-protected area. It's very
Galatar,
strange.
just make an intelligence check. Just a straight intelligence check.
So 5 is 20.
So,
20? Okay. Yeah, it's a puzzling situation. You kind of glance over to the next one, and you see a low-ceilinged room, darkly stained wood, tall, slightly angled windows leaning out over a cobblestone street below, a long wooden table in the middle with simple but comfortable-looking wooden chairs, a variety of candelabras and hanging chandeliers, plates, mugs. Don't know if you have ever been in this location before, so I don't think you'd recognize it. But the slanted windows are very similar to what you've seen in the Crow's Nest in Lion's Arch.
Hmm.
Good to know.
You turn your glance to the final painting. It is a spacious chamber with a large, shallow pool of water in the middle, over which a gleaming white marble footbridge kind of rises gently, connecting the wide foyer entryway to a raised dais upon which sits an ornate throne embedded in a massive formation of translucent quartz crystal. You are intimately familiar with this. Everyone talks about it in Divinity's Reach because it is the throne of Queen Jenna.
Holy shit.
Also at night, and apparently empty.
Can I ask, does the wash basin look like it fits the criteria for scrying?
Right. I was going to ask if
It
it's
is a
also
large, flat basin of water.
Yeah, okay. Well, cool. We should definitely move on, but he's for sure spying in like very intimate areas where leaders gather.
Yeah.
like we could probably just destroy him.
Guys, I'm gonna say it. This guy probably.
Or keep them.
I mean,
What-
I really do want to keep him, but that does seem wrong.
Yeah, and when he said he had like heard of us, I'm starting to think he's watched us up close and personal.
Could be.
I mean, we've already got one creeper in the group. And I look at Birdie.
What?
he has the orb.
I just do it for personal reasons. Don't worry about it.
Okay, well, I guess
How
let's
is
move
Joban
on,
doing?
but boy.
He's fine.
Kala goes pad footing around.
I'm gonna check out this next door.
Investigation check, please. 5. Yeah, you're confident there are no physical traps here.
31.
Oh, get yourself.
Finally did it.
As
Right,
you all were
magic.
talking about the paintings and taking stock, Kala has padded her way across the room. I will say, as those of you crossing the central space get near this arcane sigil,
Mhm.
you feel like a little crackle of energy just around the very edge. Like as you get like it's almost like when you take something static near your arm and your arm hairs kind of lift up. It's kind of like that. And as you kind of make your way over to her, you hear as the lock is picked and the door just slides ever so loosely ajar.
So like a little golf clap.
I will slowly push it open.
The walls of this circular room are filled with portraits. Some
fuck.
big, some small, all painted in exquisite detail. A soft, luxurious crimson rug covers most of the stone floor, and a pile of large, plush, cloth of gold cushions rests in the center of the space.
Oh, it says.
I'm just gonna close the door.
I cast UV detection on that.
Yeah, all across the room, there's a single pair of jeans hung up.
The college just closes the door.
Bad.
Yeah,
Actually.
nobody's in there. We're looking for the wizard, so
Okay.
Well oriented.
then I will check out this other door.
Alright, investigation check. Alright, you are confident there are no tripwires or pressure plates or anything like that.
Oh,
35.
get your
Oh, there's
Now
the
that you've
fucking
kind of
crit.
gotten a handle on it, in a heartbeat, you're able to very rapidly
Bitch is
bypass
so cool.
these magically beguiling tumblers.
Ready?
Let's do it.
Do we want to spread out or?
Just open it. I think we'll be okay.
Push the door open.
In the center of this circular chamber stand 2 tall wooden easels with painter's canvas stretched taut upon them. Beside one stands a rich velvet cushioned chair and a bucket with a rainbow of dried paint daubs all along the rim. On either side of the room stand tall cabinets And on the south wall, there are 2 raised stone platforms flanking a gently burning fireplace. Each of the stone platforms has a humanoid figure in different positions. As you're looking south across the room, the fireplace is directly opposite you. Alright, hang on, let me read this description right fast so I get it right. So you can see from your vantage point, let me go ahead and open this, see what I'm talking about. And I did not put cabinets, so there are cabinets where the green lines are. The east canvas holds a painting of an attractive young woman with curly brown ringlets and big expressive eyes. You recognize Isabel. She is gazing out from this painting in what is only describable as undeniable lust. Beyond the canvas on the stone platform, you see Isabel, dressed in a provocative green velvet dress with a high collar, but the material cut low and of a daringly thin quality. As the illusion sort of moves slightly, the material constantly shifts as though she's almost like bouncing back and forth on the balls of her feet as though she can barely restrain herself from rushing forward towards the chair. The west canvas is scratched and torn. What little paint is on it long ago dried and has begun to flake and peel off. You can just barely see the charcoal outline of a man's face and dark eyes, mostly scribbled out in heavy black strokes. Beyond that canvas on the stone platform on the west wall, you see the, some might say handsome, some might say regal form of the wizard Isgaren. Dark hair, pale skin, reclining upon a richly cushioned couch, naked for all but the silken sheet that barely covers his lower portions.
Oh, we're taking that home.
The smooth skin pulled taut over his well-defined muscles, his angular, almost wolfish features standing out as unearthly in their perfection. And that figure is staring out where the chair would be positioned if it were working on that easel, with a look of intense need. And the figure's hands clench, its fingers grasping at the silken cover, the square jaw tensing slightly.
For once, we found a real sex dungeon.
We found the real.
Yeah,
Right.
maybe we just close
Damn
this
it.
door back.
All right, but we don't have. There's no stairs.
We didn't find the wizard.
I mean, the orb may very well be the stairs, so it could be a teleport.
God.
That is very possible.
We could mage hand the orb a little.
But is he making clones of people to like prolong his life and have sex partners?
Damn
This
it.
is super
I
weird.
think these are just illusions.
Is it really
Okay.
like
The
sex if it's a clone
paint
of yourself,
models.
or just masturbation?
Well.
Narcissistic personality disorder.
Paolo, make an investigation check for me.
Like if you
It's a
make
whole new meaning of go
simulacrum.
fuck yourself.
21. Yeah, you just like find a bit of detritus on the ground and pitch it across the room and it passes through one of them.
Okay,
Tell
so
they're
pure
illusions.
illusion.
Can we see what's in the cabinets?
They are closed. You are welcome to investigate them if you want.
Should we look around more here or see what the orb does?
I mean, we
I
could
don't
look
think it's
around
going
more
to be
in
in the
north
cabinets.
room or the above us.
Is there a fourth room above us?
Well, no more of the
pillow room.
action room.
The sex
I
room.
think it's got to be the thing in the middle
Kinda,
of the
that was very
statue,
big of
right?
you.
Like, I don't see any other way in any of these rooms.
Yeah,
And
Yeah,
this is
yeah.
under the
rooms looks-
pillows.
He's got a very like thematic design scheme where like each room is for a purpose, right? And none of those rooms is giving teleportation, doorway, travel, except for maybe the orb. But I do hate the orb.
I do hate the orb.
I'll cast
Well,
Mage Hand.
We
I'm gonna
could
go in
yeah,
and look in this cabinet.
try it.
I can't do anything with the
I'll
orb
slowly
spell,
make it get
so-
close to the orb while Kala's messing around.
Okay, well,
I'll go with
for me to
Jim.
Open
get
the
out of the
little
room.
cupboard and you see some drawers and some slightly larger
out of the room.
pockets with paints, oils, canvases, brushes, painting supplies.
I'm just gonna move this easel just a little to just be like block the view.
Fully done.
And I guess look in the other cabinet, because why not?
Is that really what everyone wants to be as I get ready to grab the orb?
I
Or
will
you're just
say
touching it with
out
your
of
mage hand?
Just
character.
grabbing it?
If
I'm gonna
we
grab
could,
with the Mage Hand.
if we could find a
Yeah.
decent stopping.
Does it look
point
like your mage hand could lift it? Because it's only like 5
And we
pounds.
will stop soon.
I'm just gonna touch it.
So as
Oh,
you
okay.
Gonna touch
cast your mage hand, you push it forward.
I
There's-
just I want it to
a-
like land on it and like palm it like a basketball.
There is
I'm
no
hiding.
resistance as it passes across the edge of the glyph and comes to rest on the orb.
And nothing happens.
Nothing happens.
I gotta try and lift it up. Does anything happen?
You go to lift and it can't really find purchase because it's kind of large,
Mm.
so like a big bowling ball, and it's also very heavy.
Oh, so it's very. So if I poke it, it doesn't move either.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like it's stuck there.
In the middle.
Yeah, he was touching the orb in the center of the floor.
I think this is going to be one of those things where our real person has to be the
Paula,
one
I
to
wonder
go
if you
and
have
touch
to
it.
say that word you were saying earlier.
Oh, yeah, I'll step a little closer and say that word again.
Ragnarok.
You guys watch as Kala steps a little bit closer, and you can kind of feel that static electricity feeling, that sensation as you approach the glyph. You utter this strange word, but nothing happens.
I think we're going to have to
No.
touch it.
I think one of you
Does
magic
everyone
folks
want
should
to-
touch it.
Back up and I'll try to identify it.
Sure.
If I
yeah.
touch it and it doesn't immediately kill me, I can identify it to figure out what it does.
Sounds like
And if
a
it
plan.
immediately dissipates you, we'll follow.
Yeah. Does everyone want to get into a
Disapparates.
position they feel comfortable in first?
Yeah, I'll be over here.
Do we think that the
Where's
orb
20
and the
feet?
circle do the same thing?
That I don't know.
Where
So I
the
guess I'll
circle
try
does
this.
one, and then yeah.
What is
Yeah.
it now?
I'm just asking everybody if they thought the circle and the orb did the same thing, or like,
It's
Is it
gotta
like
be
the same one
related.
unit, or is it like
yeah,
there's
it's
the
like
orb
the
and then
circle
there's
is
the
one
circle?
thing, and then the orb does a separate thing once you get in.
Hmm.
I got a different feeling
That's
from the orb when I
possible.
saw its magic, though.
Yeah, can I go through when I try and enter? Is it just like a
As you
wall?
step forward, you hit an invisible wall.
Alright, I'm gonna
like
cast a spell
force.
magic on it.
Okay. I need you to make an intelligence roll check. Intelligence check.
Can I
We're
cast
out of play
guidance?
to
on
go.
it?
Alright,
Second.
that's a 12 for a 17 total.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say guidance, but
Well, I don't know if you can guide me once I've already done it.
Yeah, I would say for this it was just sort of instinctive
yeah. It's
thing.
fine.
Wizard bumps into a thing, he just automatically, oh, fucking
Tries to
magic,
immediately,
motherfucker. Yeah.
Get out of my way.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
just reflex.
What'd you say you rolled?
17 total.
17. As you kind of extend your arcane awareness around this, you are able to kind of make sense, if not the purpose of the spell, at least how the enchantment is pieced together, and you slowly start to pick at the tethers, and it's like unraveling a sweater, and just all comes undone, and the glyph vanishes. It's still etched in the floor, but but the sort of ochre color just dissolves.
Well, Kala, you were right. It looks like the protective barrier was meant to keep anybody but maybe Isgaren himself from touching the orb. But it's gone now.
I guess maybe we all touch the orb then.
Yeah, I mean, I can still touch it now that I can step in. I'll touch it if I can.
I'll be right there with him.
Yeah.
'cause,
Finger of death.
in case it's like a multi thing, I'm not gonna
In
let
case
it
we
go,
just get teleported to fuck you land.
Power word kill.
That would be funny.
yeah, that would not be funny. I'm pretty sure power word kill would actually kill me. Because
Yeah.
it's less than 100 hit points, right?
What's him? 100 or 150?
Yeah,
Yeah.
less-
It's 100.
I think it's 100 for power kill and 150 for stun.
It's 150 for
So
stun.
as you reach forward and place your hand on this orb,
Yeah.
there is a jolt, and immediately you know the base of this tower is 600 feet above the water below you. You are perfectly aware of its position in space.
Oh!
What do you think?
I think
Can
you
you,
can
like-
move it.
Change the
Do
position.
you think? Oh, I'll try to move it.
You
Do
send
we
your
need to
will out
move it?
through your hand, and
Just like a foot or
nothing
two. Yeah.
happens.
Oh, damn.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
okay. Fuck!
I was like, take
Uh-oh.
power
Higher.
home.
Take it higher.
In that case,
Dear
since
God.
nothing else seems to be happening, I'm gonna try to. It'll take me 10 minutes, but I'm gonna try and cast Identify if it's okay with everyone.
Ritual cast, yeah.
Yeah.
While Galatar is touching the orb and focusing, what are the rest of you doing?
Standing there giving him moral support and magical interest.
There were no other rooms down on
With
the
regrets.
first
But
floor that we checked that had more stairs. Like we took the only set of stairs.
Took the only set of stairs that you saw. There were 3 rooms you
I
could
yell
not
for
get
someone to go
into.
grab the emerald downstairs.
We have a 100, it's
Grab
a
the
300
fucking
pound
emerald.
diamond. Like,
we don't
Yeah.
need more emeralds.
I want the emerald.
I mean, we should probably still take it from the evil wizard guy if he's back.
So Kala is going to
Questionably.
look at the portrait room. Alexa's hanging out by Galatar.
Can I inspect the statue further?
Sure. What are Brina and Birdie doing?
I am
I
patting it.
am gonna.
Birdie's trying to teach Brina how to cross her eyes.
No, you whistle. You've got to you gotta make your lips go like this. Yeah. No, it's a gentle blowing. Yeah, this is Birdie. Investigation is not really Birdie's strong suit, and more often than not, he touches something that he probably shouldn't. So I think Birdie's just gonna let the professionals do this one.
Brina's not really investigating, but I do think she's gonna look at that painting of Holbrag. If there's anybody she recognizes, or if it's just
These are mostly just
curiosity.
some random Norn. Like
Milling
you can tell
about.
by their bearing and some of their clothing that they're more accomplished hunters. Most people don't have access to the throne room all the time.
Here, dude.
Yeah, they just seem to be idling around, talking, sharing some drinks.
I'm all about supervision of your government, but this is getting a little bit too gross.
Kitri, go ahead and make an investigation check for me. And Kala, as you walk into this this space, the eyes of the portraits all kind of lock onto you and follow you around.
Can I give myself guidance?
Yeah, you say a quick prayer before you go to look at the statue.
There we go.
And Kala, as you kind of walk around and look at them, it takes you a minute because human expressions are weird, and these do all appear to be humans. They are all looking at you with expressions of longing and desire. And it's a staggering variety of people. Some old, some young, men, women, gruff, clean, rich, middle class, like farmers.
Whatever the mood calls for.
I fucking hate this horny wizard. I hate the horny wizard and I want him to go down.
This is like
Is there anything in here except paintings and pillows?
Make
And porn.
Investigation check. All right, hang on just a second. With a 21, you are confident that like every inch of space on these walls is practically covered with these portraits. There doesn't appear to be any trapdoors or secrets or anything. It seems like this is a place he comes to lounge and bask in the attention of these paintings.
Alright, I just leave and close the door.
Keitri, as you're poring over this statue, the staff itself is unusual in its construction. It's very ornate. It has odd maze-like patterns. But I sent you a chat Zoom.
I think that's gotta. I think I can move something over here if we wanna. I don't want to open something and then catch us unawares, so to speak.
If I could finish
You want me to
with
take a look at it?
the orb before we click
I
any
think I
buttons,
know
that would
what
be
it
good.
does. I just want them to finish what they're doing. So yeah, finish what you're doing, Galatar.
Yeah, it's just like 5 more minutes and then we could press that button.
So your spell finishes,
Oh.
Galatar.
I actually have to ask for housekeeping purposes. Has it been an hour since we've started on our crusade? My see invisibility would be dropping after an hour.
I say no, it's not been quite that long.
Okay, just because we just spent
Yeah,
10 minutes sitting.
I would say it's probably about the 40-minute mark now.
Okay. Thank you.
Damn, some charm person is about to wear off.
Yeah, invisibility's about to be screaming in the lifeboat.
Galatar, your spell finishes, and as the last bits of knowledge sort of fall into place, the puzzle becomes complete. This is an orb of navigation. You have to attune to it to use it. But once you are attuned, you can use it to move both the tower and the island. It's not very quick, but you can use it to change its position.
Do I get the sense that it has to stay on that pedestal, or is it portable?
It seems to be built into the structure of this. Yeah, like you could probably move the orb itself, but it wouldn't have the same effect.
Let's fucking hijack this.
Guys, if this guy turns out to be evil, I'm pretty sure we have a cool floating wizard tower that we could
fucking
control.
stealing somebody's steering wheel, like
Why?
why?
But yeah, if we're ready,
Yeah, if everybody else is, I'm good now.
Let's do it.
I think I can rotate this thing, and I'll
Does that
go
mean we
ahead and
own all the people here
rotate
too?
the head on the
Yeah.
staff.
Oh,
You see that Keitri is over here looking at this statue, and that the staff itself has this intricate maze pattern from top to bottom. But the head of the staff is like a baseball-sized orb that appears to be separate from the rest of the staff. And as Keitri takes it in a couple of fingers and twists it, you hear several sharp clicks until finally there is a loud ka-chunk, and then you hear the sound of grinding gears, followed by the grinding of stone, as on the north wall, a section of the wall slides open to reveal a stairway leading up.
Stairway to
Yeah.
heaven.
Isgaren really loves Isgaren.
And I think this is an excellent place to call it for the night.
Absolutely.
So too.
I'm dying.
This
Dude,
horny
this was a
wizard.
freaky wizard.
Dude,
He is a freak wizard.
Also,
Fuck.
this guy's like
Fucks, yo.
1,000 years old and this creepy.
He's had a lot of
That's
time
a
to perfect
very
it.
horrifying
And
combination.
he's definitely level 22.
Brings out the flaw, the unique characteristics. Give it 1,000 years. And,
When the
He's gonna
insults
start
were
casting
you'll really
10
dial
level
in on your
spells.
kinks after 1,000 years.
No, he was actually very normal for the first 990 years. It's just the last decade's been really hard.
This has been really strange, bro.
This is what happens when you give insults magic. I'm so
Oh, guys.
Super
That was
wild.
awesome.
I did not
Thank you
see
so
any of that
much.
stuff coming.
I
Yeah.
didn't
Enjoyed
think
that.
we were gonna. I was like, we're gonna get so fucked. I didn't think this was gonna happen.
I'm scared of every single room. Like,
I'm
I just
really
know there's something that will pop off if I touch something bad.
One of those doors is going to be what's his name? Too,
Believe
the
me,
little
I wanna
caretaker
s-
guy.
Yeah, I want to sit down at the piano, but like it's gonna be something. I know it.
Oh, I saw it.
Yeah. Yeah, and I you know, you can put these things into tempting me, but I can't be tempted.
I mean, he literally was like, they're gonna try and ask this skull's freaking name. So he's put
There's
these
3 other
here
rooms.
because
you
he's
can
like,
look.
Birdie's gonna want to play this fucking piano. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna make it
Yeah.
make the
broke down the wall
this-
in order to press the button. Like,
I know, we fucking
This is actually very very loosely adapted from a module.
Huh.
With a eccentric wizard in a tower.
the horny wizard module.
the horny wizard module.
I shit you not. Yes.
no.
The
Oh.
whole naked painting thing from the module.
Ah,
This is a horrifying module. Was this an official D&D module,
Oh, yeah.
or is this just?
Oh yeah.
Oh boy.
This is
It-
why they
it's-
thought that we were
uh,
the devil
yeah.
in the 80s.
Yeah.
I'll tell you more about it after the
Okay.
thing.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
Also, it's gonna drive me crazy for the rest of the campaign. Was that person was like an important historical figure or something, or if their skull was just completely unimportant?
They'll never
we'll
know.
never know.
We'll never know.
Yeah.
Well,
Because it
they're
was
in my
designed
bag
not
now.
to be known.
Are you
Maybe
guys
we
ever-
can get someone to cast, ask some questions to it.
Speak with that.
Oh, I can do speak with that.
I did put the skull head in my bag.
You're smart.
y'all want to do next Wednesday, the 14th?
Yeah, next
Uh,
Wednesday
Stop
sounds
the
good.
recording here.
Yeah, I